Sir? Sir, are you listening to me, sir? Sir, I'm talking to you. Sir, are you aware? Sir? Sir, are you listening to me, sir? Sir, I'm talking to you. Sir, are you aware?
Help.
Okay.
Investing. Don't know what to do, what it is, but I need help. I need help.
Okay, so I would recommend, so me personally, I have 1.3 million in XRP. So right now it's about $2 and something cents, but the community knows that when I know it will bump up to $10, I'm going to be basically set for life. So I would highly recommend buying XRP. Why are you crying?
What the hell did you just say?
XRP.
I couldn't even understand what X could even stand for.
It doesn't stand for anything. It's just like, XRP doesn't stand for anything like explicitly. It's just like
I'm screwed. Crypto men, come this way. Help me.
Just put money into XRP and then you're set for life.
Put my money in it.
Or just spend it all, whatever you want to do.
Well, will the IRS come after me if I, they won't come after me if I do that?
You haven't paid taxes in 2 years, so they're going to come after you anyway.
Not if I had my money in this XPR stuff. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Just do that.
I really think XRP could hit $10,000.
XRP definitely could hit $10,000. BlackRock is about to buy $9 trillion worth of XRP.
That's insane. Soulface, what do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, definitely 1,000%. XRP is about to hit $10,000, especially because of them going after the Swift banking system.
Okay, Gabe, what do you think, bro?
Without a doubt, XRP to 10 bands, and the reason is XRP has intrinsic value. Bitcoin doesn't.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
XRP $10,000? No question.
Okay, cool. Luke, what do you think?
Absolutely. Wisdom Tree just recently filed an ETF. It's going to go berserk.
Okay, cool. Sage, what do you think, bro?
I think XRP could 100% hit $10,000 simply if they just take over the Swift banking system, which will put their market cap well over 1.2 quadrillion.
Just put in 30% of your entire portfolio into this Memecoin, which is pretty much held by snipers.
Who are the snipers? Go get the snipers. Go arrest the snipers.
We don't know who they are, but they're dumping on you. Do you want to sell here, Mr. Expert, or what should we do?
What? I don't even know how to sell. I've never sold in my life.
Well, what we can do is, we can monitor what the whales are doing.
What the?
If the whales are selling...
Now there's whales involved. What the hell are you talking about? Can you guys speak to me a bit on English?
Okay, so we have influencers, insiders, whales, snipers.
If we buy 5 RMs, okay, it's so much easier to move them around than art.
We can't move the money, Louis.
Papa, it's just so much simpler to be buying watches as opposed to art pieces.
Watches, art. I don't understand what you are saying. What
We're
Louis,
talking about the putain money laundering issue that
money
we have.
Louis!
We are not a drug cartel. We don't do money laundering.
No, I know money. I meant tax avoidance.
Tax avoidance. Ah, man, ça va. Okay. Buy the watches. Okay, I didn't know what you meant. Why you don't say what you mean?
This is nothing new. This is nothing new. Are you new? Are you new to the trenches?
Trump suit too. Walk around this bitch like mega man. That nigga free tight tight. Gon' blood, nigga.
Y'all ain't gonna eat?
Hey Jackson, you want to come to the beach?
Yeah, but you've got to drive though.
Why can't you drive? I drove last time.
I sold my car.
Why did you sell your car?
I needed some cash for Bitcoin. I thought it was in a dip.
You sold your car.
Don't even worry, Lachlan. I'll be able to buy a brand new BMW with the gains I'm gonna make. Don't even fret.
I'm gonna fret. That's the last thing you had. You don't have anything left.
Stop fretting. I've got plenty of money. It's just all in crypto. I'm investing.
That's not investing. What if it falls?
It's the future, Lachlan. Why are you all up in my ass about it?
I'm up your ass because I have to buy you lunch every time we go out because you have no money.
My money is in a blockchain. It's all secure there.
You can't spend it. It's not currency.
It's digital currency.
Well then buy me a Subway.
I can't.
Why not?
They don't take Bitcoin, and also I don't want to spend it anyway.
You can't literally invest all the money you have. You have to keep some of it to be money.
But it's going to grow, Lachlan. You don't understand.
And what's the point of growing it if you're too scared to ever take it out?
Because I'm rich.
You're literally going to die a millionaire with no actual possessions.
I'd rather that than die poor.
I'd rather die poor and have spent all my money on life stuff than die technically rich, but all my money is in fucking Shiba Inu.
And NFTs.
Oh, for fuck's sake, do not get me started.
My NFT is gonna blow, you just wait.
You spent 30 grand on it.
It's a waiting game.
It's a bubble.
You're a bubble.
What?
You're a fucking bubble, mate.
How am I a bubble?
You're worth it.
Giddy up, nigga! The West was wide, but they was wider. Welcome to the town of Lodgestone, where the dust never settles and neither do the bellies. At the center of town, Sheriff Gravy Duke and his deputy Biggs McGraw. But Lodgestone wasn't safe. From the Badlands came Slim Jim the Drifter, the only outlaw whose hat weighed more than he did. Behind him rode the No Flavor Gang, a pack of kale-eating desperados who pissed seltzer and spit almond milk. Their mission, to choke Lodgestone dry, turn the saloon's ribs into low-cal jerky, and sell them to the railroad barons of the East. But then the saloon doors creaked, boot steps heavy. The crowd whispered, Belly Wayne, the hefty stranger.
Still hungry, stranger?
Always, he said. Wayne and Jim used to ride together, robbing stagecoaches, trains, and banks. But now, sworn enemies after Slim Jim overcooked his steak and turned the whole gang onto a strict vegan diet. Unfinished business. The streets cleared at high noon. They draw, Belly Wayne victorious with a rack of ribs under his poncho. And that day, Lodgestone learned, the gut had grit after all. Justice wasn't fast, it was heavy. Hey yo, shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season.
Imagine selling now. Honestly, man. Fucking imagine it. Looking at your fucking kids in the eyes and being like, you know what? I'm real sorry, my youths. Daddy fucking went and got a sex change. You know what I mean? No more big dick. Daddy got a fat pussy now, okay? You're a fucking weakling. Fuck that, man. I can't look my children in the eyes knowing that daddy fucking sold on dumps. On fucking dumps, man. You fucking idiots. Who the fuck is selling? Who? I don't know anyone selling. My team ain't selling. I know bag hunters ain't fucking selling. Gem hunters ain't selling. So who the fuck is selling? Michael Saylor buying. Grayscale buying. Elon Musk on the Tesla cash flow fund is buying. So who the fuck is selling? I tell you who's selling. Little weekend pussios that didn't even fucking want to be in this game anyway. Didn't understand it. I'm in it for the tech. Fuck off, mate.
Hey, this is the day in the life of a fat nigga crypto millionaire. He wakes up at 6 a.m. next to the Russian supermodel he bagged the night before. He wakes her ass up and tells her, get the fuck out. He got shit to do. But first, she gotta make a nigga breakfast. Can't make money on an empty stomach. After breakfast, he checks in on his Memecoin portfolio. He trenches meme coins for an hour with his fat nigga alpha group, looking for that daily 100x. Found it. Looking like this nigga will be eating good today. Next, he's got a few business calls to make. Updates on his multi-million-dollar real estate ventures with some white-collar cracking niggas. It's almost lunchtime and this nigga's getting hungry. He hops in the Ferrari and drives to his favorite lunch spot in Miami. Oh shit! He spots one of his niggas from his Memecoin Alpha group. They chop it up talking about the 1000X runner from this morning. They decide to treat themselves after lunch and go shopping. Yeah, these fat niggas looking fly. He getting a little sleepy now. He gotta go take a nap before a big night. He wakes up and gets fresh for a lavish dinner at the best steakhouse in Miami with all his niggas. Now it's time to hit the club and get turned. They celebrate their wins from today and are on the prowl for snow bunnies who want to get freaky with a fat nigga. He takes her home and they have consensual sex. After clapping cheeks, he decompresses with a warm glass of milk. He looks back on another successful day as a fat nigga crypto millionaire, then goes to sleep ready to do it all over again tomorrow.
It's fat nigga season.
Hello, I'm Clarence Claymore.
Shut the fuck up here.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Clarence.
Those brutal words hurt my skin. Look, Clarence, mate, it doesn't matter how many times we get beat down. What matters is that we get the fuck up and we keep fucking trying. You're right, Donny. Now, who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Say it with your fucking chest. I'm Clarence Claymore. Show me what you got, mate. Take that. Fucking touch me, cunt. Fuck, mate. We got a lot of work to do.
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? You know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right!
But when you go all in on something, I would say that does take conviction. Now, your conviction might be
How many chairs are you sitting on right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair? The point really is you put on one pair of glasses. You've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. You're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is things in your life. Do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you take a different way? You know? So my point really is, if you're you get on one airplane, are you convicted? You put your entire family on the one airplane, aren't you afraid? Asset. Well, Bitcoin is the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
going on, you guys? It's Dollar Cost Crypto here with Ask Me Anything 126. I'm back, bitches. Mangekyo Sharingan.
Infinite
Bankai. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we have one of those in there.
Yeah, we definitely do. Definitely do. Oh, boy. When will you learn?
Ooh, in the studio.
Damn, in the studio, yes. That I'm hardly using. But I should use it more. But hey, baby mama. No, I don't got baby mama drama. Finish him. Anyway. What is up, you guys? Welcome to Ask Me Anything. Use Super Chat, I'll answer it. And I'll knock them down, bitches. I see a lot of crying in the chats. In the live streams. Fucking haram. Sadness, dog. Who's Bunkai? Mine, Bunkai. Mine. But welcome, you guys, man. What is going on, man? I don't understand what people are sad about at all. It's just more, what's changed? Speaking of my kangaroos, man, shout out to all the Australian fathers out there, man. Australian Father's Day. That's crazy, dude.
That is crazy.
That's fucking crazy. Starting to lean out, I see. Yes, sir. I am down from the start of my cut, 25 pounds.
Yeah.
Chill. I didn't weigh myself the last couple days, but I'm about 257 or 56 pounds.
Yeah.
I did start from 282, so. But yes. Shout out to Australian. I didn't even know it was fucking, that's crazy. I didn't know Australians had dads. Like, but shout out to all my Aussie fans, man. I got a lot of Hexagons out there. I got a lot of, I've got quite a lot of my viewership is from Australia, man. That's shout out from the down under. I mean, when the fuck is Australia going to conquer New Zealand? Like, that is the real question. I mean, come on, bro. Open territory. Like, why don't we have island on island violence? Bumbaclot. Flaco. Yeah, I will say, though, I've maintained my strength pretty decently, but man, I ain't gonna lie to you, dogs. I just reached the first time ever. I've lost a rep on the bench. I was like, oh no. But honestly, like, what's been holding me back is I really do need a fucking, like, I need a spotter.
What's up?
I really do.
Come back.
I mean, shut up. Don't make me flame you out right now, Cal.
All right.
I'm not gonna say anything. Someone trains with the missus. Say it in so. But increase the protein, dog. Who are you talking to, dog? Yes. No shit. Ask me what I had to lunch today. Ribeye. Pretty good. A lot of water and stuff like that.
You know what I had today?
No, but what'd you have?
Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
You know what I ate?
What?
Straight red meat.
Straight red meat.
Come on.
And bacon, bitches.
Yeah.
Well, I just dropped that. Well,
too late.
As it rolls off. 80. Wait, what? 80 kg times 10 times 4. Yep, trend.
Yep, trend.
Oh, dude, I'd be way more fucking, bro. I'd be crazy on trend, dude.
Everyone's geeking over what's his name? That one, that guy that's on steroids. Togi.
Kyle. That's
but young.
I know, but you're like the guy's on steroids. Dog, half of Las Vegas.
Like which?
All of Vegas. No. You want to be strong or do you want to be healthy? Neither. Sexy.
Pushing for Greek.
I'm in crypto. My mental health is fucked anyway. What mental dog? I mean,
this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Are you new? Are you new to the trenches?
Jumpsuit too. Walk around this bitch like mega man. That nigga free tight K. Gon' blend, nigga.
You ain't gonna eat. Am I going to see the Crawford Canelo fight? Yeah, definitely. I'm going to see it. I'm probably not going to go in person just because the last Canelo fight I watched and shit. I just watched Canelo get his ass beat by a Korean dude. A pretty tall white Korean dude, actually. It was pretty good. A good fight, though. I mean, people were saying, oh, Canelo got stolen. No. Yeah, mollywopped in person. Bro, I was so close. Dude, literally, like, my seats were insane. I was right there. Like, I don't know. I've seen the video and shit when he comes out. I am, like, right there near where he's coming out. Like, right there, dude. But, yeah. I never do drugs, only weed. 80 kg. No, you got to do pounds, dog. I mean, we're here in America, dude.
Freedom numbers, baby.
Freedom numbers, man. This cycle, dude. They ain't nothing. There's nothing to do in Europe but extract money. Yeah. Like that's all there is to do. I mean, extract money, get rich, get out of Europe, and just vacation there at most. Probably not in France, though. I heard it's Little Africa or UK's. Oh shit. UK's kind of like Little Africa mixed in with like Little Iran.
Can't forget about the Somali.
I know the gangs and shit out there, man. I moved to Europe, to Thailand, and see. Erik, I'm a destroy your name. Bjornabek.
Bjornabek?
Someone sounds Russian. UK has fallen, dude. It's fallen for a long time, dude. I mean, I've been watching some not really documentaries, but what, like, I mean, I know a lot about World War II and World War I, but like, it's interesting sort of getting a different perspective on it in terms of like the UK soldier knew how fucked. I mean, because by that point they were already fallen empire. Yeah. They had officially lost the world reserve currency at that point. They knew no matter what happened, they were fucked. You know, they were like, oh yeah, we're getting lapped by the United States since World War I. But then World War II
cemented it.
And not just that, we got bombed to shit, dude. I saw a picture, you guys. Let me tell you about UK cuisine. Cheese pizza covered in beans. A Mexican would never. I mean, oh my God. And sweet beans. It was like
the Heinz.
The Heinz sweet beans. Oh my God. I mean, like I saw some crazy ass posts where like we all must unite pizza lovers. Somebody had put like they covered it was a cheese and fucking kiwi pizza. Oh, I was born in the Ukraine. I was about to say Russian, same thing. I live in Norway 25 years, not Thailand 5 years. I moved to USA, dog. That's what's up. Welcome, come to Vegas, Sin City, dog, or Miami. Miami's cool.
Modern day
prices are crashing, ladies and gentlemen, in real estate.
Yeah,
and the real estate copium is palpable. Ooh, look at that shit, palpable. The shoulders. Let me tell you guys, I'm doing a sort of thing where 1 week I'm training like chest heavy. Yeah. The next week I'm training like 2 chest days. That's pretty bro. It's pretty bro-ish. And then the week after I hit like a double shoulders.
Okay.
So I'm increasing volume on the shoulders. Yeah. But obviously one heavier and then one like much more lighter and stuff. But I've added like a lot of shit to it. But like barbecue beans. I guess so. I mean, I didn't try it, but like, I mean, I've tried sweet beans before and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, not great. But you know, hey, people in Hex crying, people in Pulse Chain crying. People, I mean, fuck, everyone's crying. Solano crying. Like, it's so funny. It's everyone's like, unless you're just all in Bitcoin, I guess. Like, everyone's crying that they're going sideways. That's the truth. Rumor has a Jerome. What a rumor? No, it's not a rumor, dude. It's kind of there's a cut in 11 days. I started the cut early. Shout out to Rollo Tomasi. I'm gonna be on the stream tomorrow.
Yeah,
whether he likes it or not.
Of course,
I'm crashing the stream. Frijoles, well, those are good, but there's those frijoles rancheros, but that's good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's you know. Those beans are a little like, you know,
Jewish niggas.
What's up, nigga? Did I tell you last time you come around here, I'm gonna fuck you up? Now I'm finna get my Jewish niggas. We gonna stab your neck with my bristle knife. We gonna fuck you up, take your money, take your bitches. Shit, better back the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up off top, nigga.
Someone said right here, nobody's doing good. Nobody is doing good.
Yep.
Nobody. He's like, nobody's doing good. No. My nobody bags are doing good. Doing very good. You know when it crashed, I bought, and then it went back up to all-time high again?
Yeah.
That's me.
It touched like below 48 million or something?
Yeah. I found a new
40?
I found a new coin. A banger coin, Kyle. I might have to wait to see him. It's going to be for the CMC dog. But bro, I'm printing money. I'm printing money. Sorry, you guys.
All
It's
right, I'm
also the
muting.
CMC dogs. Yeah, the coin, more like ecosystem, dog.
Oh shit.
We diversified, you know. But you know, this is for me. Oh, bro, I mean, it's so sauce, dog. You know, I'd be in the pond pondering, you know?
This man thinks all the time.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It took a lot for me to do the stream right now. I was having an off ass day. Like, one thing about working out so much, like I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I fucking feel beat. I'm beat the fuck up right now. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Money. Give the Citadel. I will give the Citadel some sauce after I'm always gonna give the Citadel sauce. But like the CMC is gonna be sauce. And the cash out course is gonna be sauce. And then one day in a future cash out course, which is gonna be called the crash out course.
Ooh.
Pen pending.
So what you're saying is Citadel, TRT,
TRT,
and then we're talking about full dose, trend, we're hitting.
Okay, well, you lost me now. Wait, we go to steroids?
Yeah, for CMC.
No.
No.
Aqua DCC owe me the best. That's right. Take a perk. Okay, Crypto Boogie in the chat, man. What are those on your shirt? Scorpion? Yes, they're scorpions. Alacranes. 10 BTC or 0 side effect steroids. I mean, I got that already, but like, I mean, that would be pretty cool. 0 side effect steroids. That'd
0
be
side
sick.
effects?
That's pretty sick, dude.
But do I set myself up for life right now?
I mean, because the thing is like you get that good looking. Well, no, some guys fuck themselves up. You know, the main thing is I think just people are overusing like. I mean, the big thing I've seen tons of guys cut down a lot and their heads still look fat as fuck. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah.
And then it has to be growth hormone.
Well, I mean, it's either GH or genetics at the end of the day.
I mean, sure, genetics, sure. But like
some people just carry fat a lot more.
Yeah, but like there's a kind of like, you know, the growing gut problem and stuff in America. Well, like in a lot of the bodybuilder industry. Yeah. But then there's also this big head shit where like they just the face never gets fucking like cut, basically. You got to what?
You got 5 kids to feed.
Not yet. Well, honestly, I've got about fucking. I mean, I got about fucking 700 fucking kids to feed in the CMC. I'm gonna feed them. Some people just keep fat in the cheeks. That's true. That's true. So I'm just big boned. No, I really do think some people grow. They're literally their face grows on. Yeah. I mean, it's because like growth hormone's good. I mean, honestly, growth hormone's pretty good for you. I mean, it's pretty healthy. If you're taking just like a small amount every day, like there's like a replacement. There's like 2 IUs, which is like not a replace. Technically, you do half an IU in your sleep. That's kind of the range to like an IU. But like you take 2 IUs, very healthy, pretty safe. But like I think long term, it will. I mean, it's going to grow your shit. Like people's hands get bigger, dick gets bigger a little bit. Your organs grow and shit very slightly and stuff. But then people take it like people start taking bodybuilding doses of like 8 IUs and higher and shit, and then like it's gonna have some ramifications and stuff, you know. But you know, it does feel good. I'm not on it, but like I've wondered like when people cut down, so like that's one of the reasons. Like some of their like there's some pretty high profile guys in the industry and stuff, like in the bodybuilding industry that look pretty shit even cut.
Yeah,
which is insane. All right, you've convinced me. Yeah. Nobody controls the food you put in your mouth but you. I had a horrible comeback to that, but no. I mean, sure, but no, but yeah, that's true. But like also there's like ramifications. Like I think most people, I'm talking about the drug side and stuff, but yeah, nobody controls the food you put in your mouth. Sure. Look at The Rock. I mean, The Rock just lowered his sauce down. I mean, he basically just went on TRT essentially.
Well, yeah, but he blasted during like the 2010s just to get to that point. And
yeah,
then
well, what do you mean he blasted since the 90s? He's been blasting forever.
But you see his physique change. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he really blasted after WWE.
That's why he had a doughier look beforehand.
Well, because he was younger and stuff. Like there's a certain youth side of it, you know. But yeah, the Rock looks so ridiculous right now. But I mean, but at the same time too, like, but I don't know. There's just that's what I mean, like, because I'm pretty sure, like, there's no diss on The Rock, but I'm pretty sure The Rock was taking. I hope not growth hormone, but like, I mean, not growth. Yeah, not insulin, but he was taking growth hormone for sure.
Oh,
and like copious amounts of steroids. Look at someone else like Batista. Batista looking fly, dog.
Yeah,
he did lean up a lot. He's 240, 6'4".
Yeah, the
6'4",
6'4",
6'4", 240. People are like, you look emaciated. He's 240. Bro, I'm like I'm 6'1", what am I? 6'1", 255, 257 right now, right? He looks incredible. Like, but he's also like 3 inches taller than me, and has had more long-term muscle than me for sure. So he's cut down quite a lot. My boy, I will say this, bro. Batista got style. His suits, his glass game is on point. It is. But you look at someone that there's also something too where you have to there's also your body transform. So when you cut down and you get really skinny, your 6-pack shows and shit, Kyle.
Yeah.
There's this whole thing where the more time you have to spend a certain amount of time, maybe a year, where your body can really mobilize and move all the fat properly, and then you really skin up. So someone who stays not year long, well, they're all on steroids, so stop being, but either on TRT or high or TRT plus, and they stay lean for a year plus. It's usually about a year to 2 years of them being that lean that it really looks really good. So when they initially do it, sometimes some people look funky when they cut. The Rock looks like he's dying. Yeah, because he cut down a lot, basically. Because he probably needs he's older and he needs not to die. Basically, you could people could see on TRT probably 200 T or 200 E. I mean, like someone like Jay Cutler, he's on 200. That's what he says. He's probably on. He's blasted a couple more times since then, but he's probably on 200. He openly said he was on 200 just maintenance dose, but this was a guy who's taken steroids for a long time and has taken really high doses. So or high doses for, regardless, probably a gram at most or something. I don't think those guys really went as crazy as today, but still, you're at 1,000, you go to 200, that's maintenance. Yeah. Yeah, but The Rock does look like he's dying. Hit the like button, you guys. I thought he lost all his muscles. There's a whole thing too where if you're not this is all right, if you're cutting drug free, right? No steroids, no TRT, and you start skinning down, you're going to be surprised how much more you have to lean down. It's you have way less muscle than you think you do.
I went from, what was it in high school? I went from 270 down to 190, and I barely had my abs just popping, barely.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn. I had to go to 170, 180.
Yeah. Kyle, pull up my screen real quick.
Yeah.
So let's see what everyone's crying about right now. I feel like I got a little tan. I'm in Vegas. I just went outside without a hat in Vegas. I feel like I got burned. But we're at 110. Boohoo. 420 on Ethereum. Boohoo. Solana at 202. I mean, what else do I have to say here, man? I mean, let me see.
Imagine selling now. Honestly, man. Fucking imagine it. Looking at your fucking kids in the eyes and being like, you know what? I'm real sorry, my youths. Daddy fucking went and got a sex change. You know what I mean? No more big dick. Daddy got a fat pussy now, cause you're a fucking weakling. Fuck that, man. I can't look my children in the eyes knowing that daddy fucking sold on dumps. On fucking dumps, man. You fucking idiots. Who the fuck is selling? I don't know anyone selling. My team ain't selling. I know bag hunters ain't fucking selling. Gem hunters ain't selling. So who the fuck is selling? Michael Saylor buying. Grayscale buying. Elon Musk on the Tesla cash flow fund is buying. So who the fuck is selling? I tell you who's selling. Little weekend pussios that didn't even fucking want to be in this game anyway. Didn't understand it. I'm in it for the tech. Fuck off, mate. You ain't
fuck off, mate. But yeah, man. It's just basically we're just kangarooing right now and stuff, and then it's oh no, if we don't get past this price, then it's all over. I mean, look, cuts are. I'm we got 11 days to the cuts, and honestly, we could either we start ramping them now, or we just go sideways. I've said before, anyone who was in the CMC or was in the emergency webinar that we had for the courses, I told you guys that it's very likely it's going to be more by the news, basically. So rates have already started coming down on treasuries. They're basically at 4% flat. They were at mid 4s. So that's you guys understand, that's basically pricing in the move. So basically what's going on right now is the bond market is adjusting to rates lowering 25 to 50 basis points. So bonds are starting to go down. So the yield, so I mean savings accounts, people who are in high interest savings accounts or money market funds, they're going to start making less money, which is good for us because we are in risk assets. And when rates are low, What does that mean? Claim on, risk on. That's the truth, you know? So we have to look at what, like, the safest strategy for most people is just getting to shit where, like, the United States is going to fucking, like, honey dick, ETF money. Solana, Sui, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I don't want to say XRP, but XRP to some point. That's going to, I don't know, Dogecoin. And Tron got himself in some trouble. Look, Clarence. No, so Justin Sun, right? Justin Sun's like, he basically tried to do some sneaky shit. Whether he wants to say it, admit it or not, he basically borrowed from his own people on an exchange the tokens in order to basically sell off his positions and OTC his position to them, and would have crashed the price of World Liberty 5 because he bought it at a big discount, and he basically wanted to get his profits. And probably would have crashed the price. I mean, I'm just guesstimating World Liberty Financial would have probably crashed to 7 cents. 7 cents, right? So if I go here, this is Trump coin right here, right? Let's go to max. Okay. So start at 30 cents. So around here, we're talking about, so it's average about this, right? So this would have crashed to 7 cents, maybe even lower. He was gonna full stack it, which he always does. So he was going to get out. He was going to, I mean, just think about it. I mean, he threw $75 million into this project and stuff. So of that 75 million that he bought, there's conditions for, there's kind of a handshake deal conditions of terms like VC Invest, it's a 3-year hold, all this stuff. Some of your stuff gets unlocked over time, but some of his tokens a lot of his tokens were liquid. So the portion that wasn't liquid, what did he do? He found a way to jerry rig it to OTC himself the tokens and give ownership to the tokens that are locked over to the exchanges. So basically causing a liquidity shortage possibly. Or like, if everyone asks for their coins, they're like, hey dog, like all the coin, Justin sold it all. So, but here's the morality side of it is that LibertyFi shouldn't have, it's supposed to be DeFi. They shouldn't have the ability to do that. But is what they did good? Yeah. Did they protect their investors? Yes, they did. But is it correct? Not if they're DeFi. If they're a TradFi, what they did was actually correct. If it's a DeFi crypto thing, no, it was not correct. And that's the whole thing, is that this is like a hybrid in a way, right? And two, most of these investments, right, especially if you get in those lower prices, you're usually locked in for about a 1 year is very, very kind of rare, but a 1 to about 3 year lock as your coins unlock, basically. Or like you have a 1 year wait and then your coins start slowly dripping out for 3 or 4 years, whatever terms you end up signing. That's pretty normal for like a VC for investment fund and stuff, because they don't want their most earliest investors just to dump all their tokens right away. That does happen a lot in the industry. Internet computer, ICP, and a bunch of other tokens, or the continual dumping of XRP, pretty crazy. There's no DeFi anymore. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. There is DeFi, but the thing is like you need people to design it, you need people to run it, and humans do human shit. And the AI isn't going to be better, because then it's like, okay, so the AI might be able to have some strict rules here and there, but then who controls the AI?
Yep. Who puts the prompts?
Wake me up when September ends. Well, wake up in I'd say 11 days. On the 17th of September, not September 11th. They should have done September 11th, Kyle. That would have been funny. But it's a Wednesday. Rates are going to get cut, and guess what happens? I think prices start moving. Now, it is caught. There is a bit of a thing in the real estate market where this is going to. What I've said before as kind of predictions. I'm starting to see quite a lot of people in the real estate sector starting to say some of the things that I've been saying for about like 2-3 months now. That by right now, like the rates have the real estate market in a chokehold, because there's people house rich, cash poor, and they want to be able to sell their houses to basically move. That's a good one, because they're going to rebuy somewhere else or just sell off the property, but they don't know where to put the money. Basically, a lot of these people just want to sell the properties, or there's a lot of sellers that are like, they looked on Zillow and they saw what their house should be worth or was worth in 21, and are like coping about it, like saying like, oh fuck, like I'm fucking already giving you $100,000 discount. Well, I'm sorry, dude, your house is down 300 G's since 2021, dog. Yikes. No, there is such thing as DeFi. Yeah, there is. There absolutely is. There's just copium. There's just copium. DeFi does exist. You can use Aave. You can use Uniswap. You can use Pulse Chain swaps. You can use a lot. There's a lot of DeFi. It's just that most of it's not moving up in price very much. That's what. So the copium is like the tech works, but the price isn't moving, so it's gay.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, so it's kind of where you guys are kind of lying to yourselves a little bit. There is DeFi. It's just is not as hot as that. I mean, that's what it is. You know, Q4 will be spicy, of course. It's just copium. You guys are in copium, and you guys are taking it so much better than the rest of CT crypto Twitter because they're in real copium. It's the truth, you know. There is DeFi and it sucks because the price isn't going up. If DeFi kept going up, you're like, you know, the Bendu would be like bending his wallet in many ways to try to get his money into yield farms. Like that's the whole thing. Basically, prices don't move up, so I think everything gay. Not cool. I'm just poor. No, but it's fine. But you won't be poor. I mean, if you're stacking coins, any coins at all, right? You're going to do. Well, there are some really bad coins, but like if you're stacking good L1s and you're basically getting to projects you have conviction in and stuff, they will have their day in the sun. What happens? But people are tired of waiting. But guess what? I mean, it is what it is. This is the cycle. This is what it is. And you know, right now retail's wrecked for the most part. Regular retail. Any retail that's investing in crypto is at the very least either a business owner or a high worth individual or a person with a lot of conviction in the space to put their extra income into this. And you know, a lot of people have been putting their money in, which I kind of like. I don't understand how this is possible, but like, you know, a lot of the guy I know, the guys who've been with us since the bottom of the market, are pretty quiet and are, you know, in profits and stuff like that. But you know, you're just kind of like rolling stuff here and there. But there's guys as like who've been around for a while and I mean, I guess didn't put any money into Solana or Ethereum or Bitcoin. I mean, it's kind of, if you look at it, it's kind of hard to not be up right now. Or what I think is what happened to a lot of people is that they took their profits that they had on Ethereum or Bitcoin or Solana, rolled it into meme coins, and then the meme coins that they had money into crashed down, and then they had to roll back into Solana or Ethereum, and now they have way less purchasing power, which is probably what happened to a lot of people, and also what happened to most of crypto Twitter, which is the truth. Yeah, so many people held on to their 2006 housing appraisals for so long. Yeah, Kaba, have you put the screen on in 1 second, but don't do it just yet. But let me find this interesting thing real quick. Suck bucks. Let me see. Let me see. There's some crazy shit. There's some crazy shit happening right now in on Twitter, man. I got some heat for you guys today. But super chat away. If you got something if you guys want to ask me something, man, go ahead. If you super chat in, and I will answer it before the stream is done. Let me see if I can find it here. I might have to look over here. What do we got here? Any good questions, Kyle, in the chat?
You got Doug asking if Pepe's a good buy now.
That Pepe's a good buy right now?
Yeah, if it is a good buy now.
Let me look. Well, it's $4 billion. It's actually, I think it's a fair price right now. Let's look. Yeah, so it's down for over the month. Let's look at the 3 months, right? It's kind of a chopping sensation. It's gone up. Let me just put my work up. Gone as high as almost $6 billion. So it's down about $2 billion from that top right now. This is it needs to 3x and some change to get back to its all-time high, which I believe it can with a very moderate, Ethereum run. This is an Ethereum token that's paired with a lot of Ethereum, and if Ethereum is being bought up a lot and starts going up in price, Pepe will also rise. and it's been to those prices before, so that's pretty good. So there's kind of a track history and stuff like that. But yeah, this is where like you start getting into sort of value and stuff. Like if we go not max here, but let me go into like right here. So we look right now, like it's kind of this middle point. So it's like you're like basically any time in the 3 billion range, it's really a strong buy. Right now, it's like fair value. You can buy it right now. I mean, beforehand, I would like 6. I mean, if you want to, you can. I probably would have told you more Doge, really honestly. But like now that it's getting here and it can break down to below 3 billion, in the 3 billions, the lower in the 3 billions, the better. I mean, if it even touches like 2.9 billion, I gotta put some in. I gotta ape basically. But you can take it down, Kyle. We buzzing off the old Milwaukee main. Sui over meme coins. Well, it's not really meme coin season unless you're really locked into Solana. Like nobody's done really good. There's like a Bert and stuff, and so which I've told you guys about and stuff. But there's some coins I think that can come back. But you're basically making risk investments now. Like I put money into Fat when it wicked down real low. Nobody when it wicked down, it's pumped up. That means there's action. Pengu's another one. There's a lot of buyers for that. There's a lot of buyers for nobody. Bert's there's some big news for Bert coming up and stuff. So I haven't bought any on Bert because I already have a really nice bag, but that's gonna be something I might shave off some profits and stuff. When will the Pulse chain ecosystem rip? When Ethereum starts going higher, pretty much, and then we're gonna start. I think some of this advertising stuff is gonna start coming out and stuff. So. But I feel like essentially what it feels like to me, everyone's being pussy until the rate cuts happen. And then they have to have they're trying to have like bravado under their wings or whatever. So like they need a fart in the wind. So to waste like energy to like pump prices, I guess. I'm finally in profit on Mana. Oh, that's good, man. Pyth or Chainlink, bro? What's a better hold? Well, probably Chainlink with the ETF. I don't like Chainlink personally. I just don't like what they do. They remind me a lot of XRP, but they are, if in terms of like usefulness, Chainlink is so much more useful than XRP. It is like mind-boggling how much more useful they are. It's truly like, it's really incredible.
I really think XRP could hit $10,000.
XRP definitely could hit $10,000. BlackRock is about to buy $9 trillion worth of XRP.
That's insane. Soulface, what do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, definitely 1,000%. XRP is about to hit $10,000, especially because of them going after the Swift banking system.
Okay, Gabe, what do you think, bro?
Without a doubt, XRP to 10 bands, and the reason is XRP has intrinsic value. Bitcoin doesn't.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
XRP $10,000? No question.
Okay, cool. Luke, what do you think?
Absolutely. Wisdom Tree just recently filed an ETF. It's going to go berserk.
Okay, cool. Sage, what do you think, bro?
I think XRP could 100% hit $10,000 simply if they just take over the Swift banking system, which will put their market cap well over 1.2 quadrillion.
Dude, I hate people deleting their tweets. So lame. I get it's why sometimes, but there's like certain people, they just like post shit and it's really good and then they just delete it. Like, I was like, dog, come on. Crazy. These people, they progressively got fatter and uglier as time goes on, or like 10 bands, bro. But I've actually thought of doing a video where like I start like this and then I progressively fat suit myself to get fatter as I keep doing like the 10K XRP. What are you guys drinking tonight? With some Celsius, that's it, and water. I'm not drinking. Try not to. That is the hardest thing because I really gamble good on alcohol.
Straight vodka,
I guess a good vodka. Technically, I guess really good tequila is better than vodka, but vodka is a lot easier to get. Basically, who's Andrew Hall? Oh yeah, no problem, dog. XRP, the stablecoin, it will go up. Like this meme here of this chick is not all wrong. The cycle. Honestly, it just depends on the greed of the fucking faggots at XRP. Talking about the founders, the ex-founders, and a lot of their chief boardmen and shit, and some of their whales. They're just progressive. The founders keep just dumping in more. But at least Vitalik, when they're selling from the foundation, they're really doing it to pay off to pay like for. I mean, they're just trying to like innovate, keep building out, like make code. It's like for infrastructure, and it's like pretty well like telegraphed. Hey, we're going to sell a larger chunk than usual because we know we're trying to build a war chest here, and then we're basically going into R&D. All right, fine, and it's not really going to crash the price much. Fine, whatever. But XRP, just bro, they've just I mean, it's an extraction point. I mean, it's so bad. Like, I mean, like Zach ZBT is like lost his shit over it. It's just like I'm done reporting on XRP. I mean, it's an extraction scheme, effectively. It really, really is. But at the same time, too, I mean, like, why is he? I mean, he should be helping these XRP people out or anybody that's getting scammed. But I can't understand. You're just like over it because like they're so zealot about it. It's crazy. What? 5K into PHEX 555 stake or 5K into 8. Why would you fucking stake at 555, dog?
Yeah.
That's 15.2 years from now. That's not how you build it. If you have a ladder and you're just like me, I got this extra 5K burning hole in my asshole. And PHEX is like below a penny right now, so fuck it, let's do it. Okay, whatever, fine. But like, I'm pretty sure with like the McDonald's character that like you probably don't have a really tricked out ladder and stuff like that. That this seems to me to be a very bad idea, at least short term until maybe the next cycle or something like that. But most people like. At least I will say, at least if you're buying right now, your cash is going further on the amount of T shares in dollars at least. But most people ain't got the balls to hold for 15 years. What'll happen is in 7 years you're gonna be like doink.
Emergency on stage.
So I'm just telling you, be careful. I got 555s and I got 14 and 13s and 12. I got all the way. I got money coming out all the time. But yeah. Can you do a video on the counter argument? And counter argument in terms of pro or against? Are you planning to hold nobody like Pepe? Yes. Or are you shaving? I'm shaving profits and then using the money to basically buy back into it. I do like keep about like maybe 20% of the profits, just leave it in Solana just to have like capital to like DC. I've used some of that capital on nobody to like buy a little more fat and get into some other plays basically. But same thing with my Pepe bags and stuff, I just shave it off into Ethereum. I mean, Pepe has gotten me a lot of Ethereum, which is really good. So I've made more Ethereum on Pepe than I have on what I invested into Pepe. So it's been a win, and I still have pretty huge bags.
Hell yeah.
But I do sell about 20 to 30% of the bag when I think it's like a local top, and then try to buy the local bottom. I'm usually kind of close, but you can go a little lower. It's fine. But for me, it's just like, oh, cool. Like me buying this local bottom. Like as an example, like I was taking profits on. I started taking profits on Pepe at 8 billion, and as it kept going higher, I kept taking more. And when it went to 11, I just went doing. I took a nice chunk out there, and I've been able to rebuy back in the 3s and the 4s. Like that's a really significant amount. If I did take 30% out, I gained 15% extra share in my bags. That's fucking really good.
Yeah.
It lowers my cost of entry into the project. And just makes more massive bags, and I hit bigger numbers faster than everybody, which is really nice. Gotta love the 33 energy. Yeah. Thank you. It's done, born on the 9th. The 9 energy mixed in with 33, dog. I'm telling you, that's crazy. It's 3 for $1, baby. Miguel, if you only had $270, how would you 3x it? In fast, well.
Because I think he asked earlier. Let me see.
Well, it just depends on the speed of it and stuff. I know I can 3x it, but like today, Junior. I don't know. I mean, if there's I think there's still some big news coming out in Bert. So maybe you can throw it in Bert, maybe catch the run up. But I don't know if it'll give you 3x. I mean, I hope it does, but it's already at 60 million market cap already. It's all time. I think it has a chance to go hundreds of millions, but like. I don't know how fast that big news announcement is going to come out for that to happen. Roulette. Yeah, I actually did really good at roulette last night. I turned like, don't gamble, kids. Played some slots. Fucking got, I just put like 2K and boom, just got wrecked down $1,500 right away. Put 500 on the roulette table, ran it up to 5,000. Pretty good.
You battled the fuck.
The fuck back, and then. went to go play more slots and lost some more money, but I still profit. But like I gave back some profits. But tis the game. Tis the game. Nobody's more steady Eddie right now. It's kind of range bound right now, so it seems like God damn it. Wait, give me a second. Let me. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, look at that chart. Woo. La 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 la. So that's a pretty chart. And the drops are nice because you're able to buy those dips up. I didn't really sell there, but you know, wow, boom, oh shit, oh wow,
You bought in the beginning of
and
August.
these huge moves right here are significant. Look at this. When did I start taking profits on nobody? I bought here.
Yeah.
Where did I take profits? Here. It came down, bought a little there. Oh shit, boom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, it's glorious. I'm starting to wake up, Kyle.
Good.
I'm so perpetually sore, you guys. Like, I'm not even fucking joking around. I really am working out like legitimately 4 days real work, like real, like structured, like actual program workouts. And then I'm just in the gym no matter what, just so I don't fall off the wagon and doing like accessory work and stuff. Like my calves, dogs, no lie, dude.
On fire.
Fuck, dude. They hurt.
Yeah,
but my calves are growing.
Do you have it where you fall asleep and like you kind of extend your foot out a little bit and you get like a calf cramp?
I haven't got calf cramp, thank God, because guess what? I don't know, I just stopped right now. Electrolytes to my water. Was Santa Cruz Paleo? They have really good, like I think I've talked about it before. I put 2 scoops in this bitch. It really saves him from craps, dude. If you ever gone I've gone a Charlie horse on my thighs and shit. God damn, that hurts. Charlie. Haircut Charlie. Yeah. I'm monitoring Charlie to make sure he doesn't get a haircut.
Gotta stay on top of him.
Gotta stay hydrated. But yeah, no, yeah, Santa Cruz Paleo is a good guy. He's a really good guy, dude. I really like his shit. His products are really good. But I got fat guy calves. Best way to get huge calves. Yeah, well, I mean, I was 2'8", so I didn't my calves. I don't got small calves, but I also never trained calves either. But like, you'd be surprised, like when you're heavier and stuff. When I'm doing like a lot of 15 incline, like basically the highest you can put most commercial gym like treadmills.
Yeah.
And walking at like start off at like 1.5, go to like maybe like a 2.2.
Yeah.
I don't hoof it to like a 3, but when you're heavier, that's a calf workout. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I get off the machine. It's so crazy. I'm doing cardio and I'm doing a calf workout.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. But anyway, back to the screen real quick on nobody.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Go ahead. So it's teetering right now. So it's making higher highs, but it's like, let's see. Let's go down here. So 60 new all-time high. Let's go to the body of the candle, kind of 80s. Remember, guys, like in the Citadel, I told everyone in the Citadel, where did I start taking profits on nobody? At 80, 81. Did it wake up? Did I feel stupid at the time? Yeah, a little bit. And then I felt smart. And then I bought here. And now that it's up, I have more nobody and a little more Solana. Not that much, but I put just a couple shekels with Solana. And like, it's doing pretty good. So the next, it's either going to just range back. It loves range. Like when you're in the middle, like, so what happens, like here as an example, right? These are like dailies, right? Like it feels like there's so much like going, because it keeps going like oh my god, it keeps ranging. It does like this 10 point range between like somewhere in the low 80s to like high 70s to like low 70s. And if you're watching it, like here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're like, oh my god, it just keeps doing the same thing. Well, there's people who can trade that and stuff. I've done it a couple times, but then usually I just don't like making those kind of moves all the time, because it's like you have to trade like closer to 40% of the stack in order to kind of make it significant enough to like make it worth it. Where you're like, so 40% of the stack, it goes down that, man. You maybe add of that 40%, because you buy back, you may gain like 5 or
6%,
4%. Yeah, because there's also slippage and shit like that, and then
which
like
you lose a
and
percent.
yeah, and the liquidity and everything like that. So like, depending on the stack size, if you're playing with smaller money, then you'll be fine. But it's good practice run. But like, I wouldn't do 40%. I would try to do like if you're like 5% maximum, and see if you can like, I don't know. Let's just say if you had like 1,000 tokens and you like, oh, I'll have 1,050.
Yeah.
Oh wow, and then like, okay, you can break, but this only happens during times when there's that volatility. It usually does this when it's basically what's happening. It's testing its all-time high to see if it can break it. So during those times, there's kind of like boom, boom, boom. There's traders and people going yeah, and then eventually it either breaks, down, or it's like oh, because it's very like consistent. You're like, oh, it breaks down a little bit, and then it keeps going high. Then it's the direction of it. But when it's going like this sideways, like oh no, then it's like, oh fuck, it's gonna get negative, and then it goes down. So yeah, that's actually one of the big problems. What happens is like, this is what spot trading, but then people you can't really use leverage. At least I don't think so. But what happens? Let's just say there was leverage on this. This is where people get in trouble, is that they start using you're able to trade this kind of like 10-point range very, very effectively. And then people start using 3x. That's kind of responsible, actually. But they start using 5x or 10x leverage because they're like, oh, this 10-point range. They start using the leverage, and this 10-point move from 80 to 70 is really only like 8%, like an 8% move, roughly. Give or take. Actually, no, a little bit more than that. Actually, like a 12% move, basically, depending on the thing. So if you were to use leverage and stuff, people are able to make the money. But what happens is they're like, yeah, making so much money. Yeah, woo. So they take whatever the 30% stack they have, and then very quickly 3 or 4x it just from the leverage, the 5x leverage they're doing. So like, damn, I'm king, and they want to keep doing it because I just keep climbing, and then zeroed. Fuck. Now they basically doubled their stack because they had 30% of the stack with leverage, and they were able to shave off all those profits with leverage. And they're like, oh my God, I've literally doubled my stack, or like 2.5x my stack. And then they keep doing it, and then eventually it drags down, they get liquidated, and then they like, oh fuck, now nobody's going down in dollars, and then now I'm also down 30% of that fucking trading stack. I'm fucking stupid. That's why sometimes you catch a couple dubs, enough, and then you wait for another setup. That's the thing, is not being greedy. Like I had the perfect example, right? I put in like a significant amount into Trump coin, the actual meme coin of Trump, and I made like a 2-3x. I'm done, because I was like, there's gonna be some fuck shit going around, and guess what happened? There absolutely was. And these are kind of, sometimes just don't get greedy, because you just need to make these small little moves. If you like small little moves over a long period of time, equate to a lot, while you're still mostly holding, and like sometimes I do this shit just out of boredom, and it's just because like I just want to keep the the night, I want to stay sharp pretty much. But you can take my screen down, Kyle. I bought Trump pretty low. Yeah, not bad, dog. You're not a long streamer, bro. What?
Yeah, I don't
know. What is MC saying? Kind of funny. I'm older than Miguel. That's sick.
Nice flex.
That's sick. Let's see. Shut the fuck up with your bird noises when men are hurting out here, bro.
You got rugged.
Nigga!
No. I don't give a fuck, dude. When men are hurting out here, well, I'm trying to get people out the trenches, dog. Are you new to the trenches? Dude, MC, bro, please don't tell me you're using leverage, dog. I hope. Like, please,
Ladies,
God.
This is nothing new. This is nothing new. Are you new? Are you new to the trenches?
Trump suit too. Walk around this bitch like Memecoin. That nigga free TK. Gon' split, nigga.
Y'all ain't gonna eat.
We're just trying to keep ourselves entertained with these memes and stuff. I mean, actually, memes in this cycle are actually a pretty decent investment. Pepe's done very well, Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But there comes a time where like they slow down a little bit. Like there's sort of like with Pepe, right? It's a very large market cap token.
Yep.
It's $4 billion right now, slumped out right now. So it's it's been as high as 11.2 billion. we got into it in the stream. If you guys were paying attention back in early 23, I think around April or March, I'm trying to remember the exact date. It was a sub $100 million coin. So it very significant. I know you've been here for a while, MC. But I'm also here to basically keep you guys going, to keep you guys going from fumbling bags. And it's like, let's see this to the end, man. Let's just go through it. Cause like this industry changes your life over a very long, it's it's get rich for sure, not fast. You can get rich fast, but it's sort of like, you put like, you decide, I don't know, let's just say this is like in the casino, right? Like, if you have a bunch of green chips, right? This is usually about that'll be like $500 or like $1,000, depending on whatever you do. If they're black chips, someone, it happens every cycle. Someone just gets lucky and just goes like on one number and it hits. And when it hits, I'm a god. I'm incredible. And some guys are actually really good and they're able to do it over a lot in period of times. But the thing is, the guys who do that usually are taking like still significant amounts of money, but like not their whole stack basically, but very large and like can make a lot of money, but a lot of money is relative to whatever was Betty's portfolio and what's a lot of money to somebody. 10K moves is like incredible for most people. Making $10,000, like imagine you're just growing your portfolio $10,000 or losing, but like that's a lot. You're playing around and this is like a bit of your thing. But like we've always recommended to, like one of the earliest things we always recommended is people to be very heavy in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Especially if you have if you're a working individual and a lot of your stuff is like, as an example, like you're a working individual, you're working a lot of hours and you just don't have all the time to basically spend to like research crypto 100%. Mostly focus your portfolio in Bitcoin, and then from there maybe add like another L1. Be like keep it simple, stupid portfolio, sort of like that, or maybe a favorite meme or something like a Dogecoin's very hard to lose on. It's done very well and stuff, but yeah. That's fine, bro. I'm not even giving the gems to the chats that's been here. Oh, wait, you're just mad about that one?
That's what I'm thinking.
He's about the one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, look, like I have to have some sauce for the courses and stuff, and I'm trying to give some, but I've given a lot of stuff. Like one thing is like I've mentioned like one thing I've been actively doing is kind of lightly DCAing into SUI, the SUI ecosystem. Yeah. I do believe that's going to ramp up SUI. Like the thing is, because we've been essentially so like, as an example. Let's see. Basically, like we're so range bound that what happens. And I've said this. I would really recommend you guys to go watch. This is so funny. I have incredible guests on. Like I just had $24 on. Right.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking savant. And he's really good at making teams and stuff and getting good coders and everything like that and getting connections and has made successful projects. And, we had a lot of really interesting talk in there and stuff. Of course, some jokes, of course, but like we've had some really interesting talks in there. And one of the things we talked about in there was basically this thing of what happens when rage bound. If you have like even a meme coin, right, or anything like that, if the main L1 token is sideways, best case, or it could go up a little bit and then back down, that range bound eventually causes I call it boredom, but basically like people start getting fidgety and nervous. Oh no. And then people start shaving money off of ecosystem tokens back into USDC because they're afraid it might crash down. And then this causes the underlying ecosystem tokens to go down. And that's on a slower side. On the other side, if those underlying coins have like inflation or utility tokens and they have supply coming out over time, this causes downward pressure on the token. So this is why like, you could have like SUI at like, I don't even know what SUI's at. Pull my page up, go.
Yep.
Like SUI is an example. SUI's at pretty close to all-time highs, but it's basically $1.50 away from its all-time high, maybe $2 at most. A $5 all-time high. What's the all-time high at? $5.35. So about $2 away from its all-time high, which is very, it's very close to all-time high. But a lot of its coins in the ecosystem are straight down because they're inflationary. The ecosystem, like a lot of the tokens kind of, some came out 6 months, 10 months ago, a year ago. So you usually during the first year of a project, they have a lot of tokens coming out, So this is why what ends up happening is that eventually when tokens become a lot of these L1s, Pulse Chain included, become very range bound. Pulse Chain, Sonic, SUI, name your favorite L1. I promise you, NL2, it's the same shit. So it's not this. There's no like throwing stones. Like this is what makes it so funny when anyone throws shit out Pulse Chain or anything. Bro, look at all the charts on other. Bro, dude, it's the same shit. Either they're either they're at best case they pumped a little bit in 24 or 23, and they've just like stayed stagnant, sideways to down. They're not near. They're close to the all-time high. They're 21 all-time high or something like that, or the yearly all-time high. But they haven't done shit anymore. There's no more movement, and then the ecosystems are just bleeding. Right? There's opportunity in that, but you have to choose the right ecosystem because when there's this whole thing of like, I've been down for so long on my SUI position. Miguel, not just SUI, but like I've been down so long on the ecosystem that I'm just not gonna put any more money. Then like SUI's at $6 right now. I guess this crypto shit's not as gay as I thought. And then SUI goes to 7. I think the ecosystem's bottom now, and like, and then they forget, and then now that money's come back a little bit. Then so it's this whole thing where like once it hits all time high, like the ecosystem tokens will go like the resurgence a little bit, but it won't be very strong until like SUI like goes to $6 or $7. Then like now it's like even with the crash back, we'll still be above the all time high. Fuck it, let's ball, and then the ecosystem will start going up like crazy. This is how it works. I'm giving you sauce. This is sauce. Use that with the way human, like, why can I tell you this with such confidence? Because it's humans. It's emotions. Like, I use the charts, but also fuck the charts. But I love the charts too. It's all the charts are useful. On-chain data is useful. The human emotion. Like, I swear, some of you guys need to read the Bible.
Big facts.
The Red Pill Bible, not the Red Pill. But some of you guys need to read this book, and so many people really need to read the Bible and this, realistically, and look and then study a little bit about like, human psychology a little bit, not the shit the girls read, but like the real shit, and you'll start understanding why people do things and why people act the way they do. They're very emotional. I mean, but the thing is after all my years of learning, I'm still always shocked of how emotional people get. It's fucking crazy, but. Yeah. Oh, you have the screen down. Okay, perfect. Yeah. I didn't read the Bible. Yeah, there's always time. You can. What's your thoughts on base chain? The higher Ethereum. They basically base chain is essentially backed all their shit onto Ethereum and Coinbase stock and all that jazz. So like, I mean, the best coin to buy on base protocol is what? An Andre ripoff, Aerodrome. And that's where all the economic energy goes, because there's not if there was a base token, which they've talked about doing, the base token is going to be probably a tokenized stock of Coinbase. They've talked about that. Follow the money. That's right. What are y'all saying tonight? I'm fucking spitting truth and facts. No crying in the casino. But privately, I kind of do. Probably sometimes, but I get mad. But it is what it is. What's the book? The Rational Male. I highly recommend. I think every male and female, but really mostly males, should read this book. It's mostly on the woman's side. I think most guys most guys understand what guys are about. We know, like we roughly know, like ooh, sport, cool. Ooh, I like fights. Ooh, yeah.
Tribalism.
Tribalism. Ooh, yeah, that's gay. I want to be popular. Girls smell good. Me like girl cheeks. Why no girls like me? Frustrated. Lift heavy thing, bad noise, go away. We're guys. We kind of instinctually know some of this stuff, but then we just don't get the female side, or and the thing is too, you try to ask females about it, they're fucking they lie to themselves so much that that even when they're trying to be truthful, they're fucking lying, and they don't understand they're lying to themselves. Like,
we're the
basically whatever. And anytime a girl, if you're not like candid, not like you guys are if a girl's mad drunk, you guys are talking, maybe there's some truth can bubble out of there. But if you're talking to a girl, or you're talking to your girlfriend, like what kind of shit you were doing back then, or no, actually that's the worst thing you do. But that's some horrible shit. But if, let's say you're talking to some friends that are girls, right? And then you ask them what kind of guys they're looking for, and you just see you just have to look at you have to look at actions versus what they say. Whereas sometimes you can trust what guys say a little bit more, but still same thing. At the end of the day, action speak louder than words at the end of the day. But my favorite book of the Rational Male series is the second, Preventive Medicine. I love the charts in that book, but there's so much incredible stuff. I'll get Roll to sign a bunch of these for me. But I remember having the original Rational Mail book when it came out. The small print was, oh my God, it was a very small print, but now it's it's much more easier to read and stuff, which is so awesome. There's incredible things in here, like some of the charts in here, but like it's really going to change your life. If I buy the book just because I like the support, but I'd also really recommend it on Audible.
Yep.
Just because I'm to tell you the truth, I'm a really good listener. But like auditory listener, I'm much more on auditory side for myself personally. But yeah, Pulse Chain Wrecked. Maybe I should go to L1, right? I should go to all the L1s go and all the L2, especially the L2. The L2s, oh my God. Jesus Christ. But the basically when you ask a girl, and this is the truth, if you ask a girl what they want, I think some of the goals are correct, but then you ask them what type of guy, like what are they looking for in a guy? It's almost the exact opposite, effectively. Yeah. Basically, they all just want a sexy ass guy, and then from there, some girls actually do want a guy that treats them well. Some girls want fucking a dude that spits in their fucking mouth, and some girls want a fucking dude that takes them this close to getting fucking like KO'd. And some bitches just love. Basically, women are addicted to like endorphins. Effectively, they want not opium and copium. Well, it's sort of, yeah. But they like some girls are just addicted to basically serotonin and like, all those kind of hormones essentially. And attraction versus arousal. And it's kind of the whole thing too, but yeah, plus positive masculinity. Yeah. There's also a religion book that I think I haven't finished reading it, but I need to finish reading it. But yeah. Kyle, can you read the super chats off? Let's get into some super chats real quick.
Yeah, I got you. All right, we got LV Edits with the $9.99 saying conservative high prices to take profits on Crow, Brett, Pepe, Sui, Fart this year.
Now, obviously, let me look at Crow real quick. Let's go to the Crow token. Now, obviously, Crow's come down a little bit. So this is about like 25 cents is a really good price for Crow. But anything, if we do get it, there's look at the chart. Thunder cocking, right? Obviously, we were telling guys, not taking a shot at you, MC, but telling guys like, here, well, actually, this is all. Well, let me fix this a little bit. Sorry, a little disingenuous here, but oh God,
moves everything, huh?
I know, but like here and here. And here, basically all of this. So most people, if they've been listening to me for a long time, they had a chance to buy Crow effectively from 6 to 9 cents, probably averaging about 8 cents to 7 cents, maybe with prices going up a little bit over time. And now that it's the same thing, right? No, so they ain't checking for me when I'm not hot, but when I'm hot, they're jocking on my cock. Like this is what I like to call female investing. So do the females want you here? No.
Don't be buying these green candles, man.
When your cock's going in a fucking vertical direction,
Ooh, look, Eric over
here. When Cronus is $1, more people will buy. There will be such standard deviation, like 4 or 5 standard deviations of just purchasing at Cronus at $1. The video might like literally any video I'll make about Crow token when it's $1 to $2 is going to be, they're going to be like, all right, Miguel, like how high do you think this can go to $25? Like, I mean, this is how they're going to be looking at it. I mean, it's ridiculous. And
I mean, look,
that's
Eric.
What it is.
He bought in at
Miguel.
2 cents,
Miguel. Sheesh.
He's like, I've been up for 3 years.
Yo, so you bought the wink. Yeah, nice. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice. And the thing is too, like, look, we had a very large amount of people that followed us in 2021. When it crashed at the bottom, we did a mega course where we fused 2 courses together. It was the longest course we've ever ran. The least amount of people we ever had in a course since maybe the first 2 we started, basically. Like we had 300, we had 300 Spartans that weren't gay.
Yeah.
Because Spartans were mega gay. If you didn't know, just, a fun fact. But mega homos, dude. It's actually I look at the Spartans a little less, but no much significantly. but it's kind of gay. It's so gay, guy. Like if you actually look into how gay the Spartans were, some of the gay shit they were doing, dude, they basically were in like, oh my God, I almost think it's like someone's like they made history up. So I've got one of these days, like I'm gonna go back and actually read the real, like go back and actually read the real manuscripts, because I cannot believe these influencers anymore, because it's like the stories I'm hearing about Sparta and the homosexuality is like so insane that like, like it kills it for me. It really does. But yeah, 300 Spartans, tough. Yeah, greased up six pack. But
anyways, that's on Crow.
That's on Crow. What's the next token?
Brett.
Oh, and so in terms of like where it can move, I could see it probably reaching about a 40 to 60 cent move and stuff. Now, obviously, if it just starts blowing off, like I'm saying, like Bitcoin just starts going crazy, and we like it can very easily go to $1. Okay. You have the thing about Kronos, a lot of things going for it is that the Trump administration is backing it. All the ETFs, all the Trump stuff is all going through Crow, which is crypto.com. Crypto.com is going to go public very likely first quarter of 2026. So they're trying to jazz it up. Ooh. They're going to start offering a lot more credit card incentives and sort of like there's also like some debit cards they do as well. Yeah. And one of the main business things they do with like this is they took it out of the Hex book. You stake tokens, you get benefits, right? And one of the things is that they want people to lock up 10,000, 5,000, and right now, like it's not that expensive. It's sort of expensive, right? Let's just say like to get the black card, I need to lock up 10,000 Crow, $2,500. But it goes to $1, it starts becoming 10 grand. Yeah. So like so what ends up happening is that a lot of people, when it's cheap, lock up supply, which helps this the token go up. But over time as well, this is where a lot of people take a lot of losses, is that like this Crow token is the best thing in the world, blah blah blah, this and this, and they the newbies are going to lock up a lot of supply. They're going to buy Crow off the open market, most of them, and they're going to lock it up to try to get some of these credit cards and debit cards, which at the end of the day I think are a bad idea for most people. If you're a business owner that spends already a lot and you're like, well, why don't I switch over to like a Gemini card or maybe a Crow card? The math might math. Actually, if you're like, oh, I spend about $110,000 or $120,000 a month on materials and this, or maybe for my construction business, I'm going to spend this anyway. Yeah, get the highest cash back ever and put it into Ethereum or that's actually smart. Okay, or Bitcoin, like that's smart. Okay, cool. If you're already spending it, but then people go out like this one. This is my favorite example. When people go out to get a credit card, well, I had to spend $15,000 the first 3 months in order to get this $500 or this $1,000 cash or this cash bonus and stuff. Dog, I'm checking at you on Rocket Money and I'm checking out your shit. Like, you're lucky if you maybe spend $2,000 a month. Like, the Canelo fight's pretty sick. I was gonna spend this money anyway. All right. Well, that's content. But this is sort of the copium. What's the next? Oh, sorry about that. What's the next token?
It's Brett. Next one's Brett, then Sui Fart.
Oh, one last thing on Brett. I mean, I'm sorry. One last thing on something like a Crow token. Crow token is also going to get a large injection of capital from basically, I don't want to say the Trump administration, but more or less Trump's son and like World Liberty Fi. They've said it can be as high. It's like basically $100 million is going to happen before the end of the year. And then up to like, it's like a ridiculous amount, like $400 million buying Crow tokens. But there was a large percentage of the supply. I think it was like 30 or 20% of the supply that was burned away. Mm-hmm. They brought that supply back in order to have extra supply for them to buy and all this other jazz there and stuff like that. But all those market purchases are good. That also means it's very likely that Crow token is going to have an ETF. Should it? Is it going to? Yeah. Because who? Because who are they aligned with? PayPal Mafia, the Trump administration, USA, USA. Doyle rules. So that's what it is. And then look, it's ranked 33. I think that's World Liberty Fi though. But yeah, anyway. Next token was what, Kyle?
Brett.
Brett. This is basically the top meme coin on base protocol, basically. I think it can do very well as well. I mean, most of its moves were. I mean, the good thing is it kind of peaked where everything kind of else peaked very late in December and stuff with kind of the Solana side. So that's very good. So I like that. Came down. Obviously, 25 has been ouch in the ass, and 9 months of just pounding effectively. I mean, a little pump here, but basically it's gone down. So a little bit of rise here and stuff like that, but it hasn't been very responsive to like Ethereum it's sort of the same thing I'm telling you. So you need to basically you need to get to a point where like Ethereum is like, oh fuck, we're really running, and we haven't hit this with Ethereum. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum are the thermostat to the crypto space. So Bitcoin keeps going up. That's good. It kind of tells you like the bull run's still going, but like the temperature check, the real temperature check, because of how liquidity pools work and how we don't have as much like retail money coming in and buying like all kinds of random alts and stuff. It's much more concentrated. Ethereum going up kind of helps drag the market up and can put us into like a bullish like fervor, basically, right? With a multiplication of just essentially capital that we've had in Ethereum and other kind of coins of that. Can people take profits, roll that back into Ethereum? So like it's really like $5,200, a sustained $5,200 like in Ethereum price and above. And we're in an alt. I think we start beginning an alt season. We've had a little bit of we're like it, right now the strongest L1 right now to me right now in terms of like starting an alt season, which is kind of technically really like a meme coin season, let's be honest, has been Solana. It was oscillating between like $180 to about like 202, 210, and now strongly is staying above $200. And now that $20 oscillation has moved over to like low 200s to 220s. You see how that? So I said, where did I say the bull run really starts for Solana? About 220, 240, a sustained 220 and above. It hasn't been able to sustain it, but we've been inching closer to it. A fair market price for Solana is like $200. Anything lower than that, it's pretty good buy if you're new to the market, basically. I'm not talking about people who take profits on meme coins back into Solana. That's just smart to do, or to USDC. That's okay. If your coin's just peaking, but everything's still strong, you take profits back in Solana. If you think like fuck, my shit's peaking, everything else is peaking, you take it into USDC, and when everything crashes, you buy back a ton of SOL. And that's one of the big things is that when you shave off profits on your coin, your meme coins, or especially meme coins, keep buying the L1 token back, because that'll at least that gives you the beta return. I hate that fucking term, but like beta return, which is just the average market return. So if Solana is average, I mean, very, very, very likely before, I mean, like we're going to be 300. I think we're going to be $300 in Solana before the end of the year. We're going to retest the all-time high, hopefully break. I mean, the way we've been limp dick in this cycle, we're probably going to 330, or I mean, like what's the all-time high on SOL right now? Clean my soul. Yeah, $300, right? So it could go 330, 333, 301, like, and hold that for a little bit and stuff like that. That's pretty good. And anywhere but retesting and hopefully holding above 300 to like 400 is very the range for this year, which we have 3 months, but we have rate cuts coming in. We have rate cuts coming in T-minus 11 days. And then from there, I have a guesstimate that we're going to get an October cut as well. Probably not a December cut, just for the holiday season and all that. You know, nobody wants work in December, which I've warned projects about. Sonic. I said, hey, why don't we wait till January to do all this shit instead of like doing like the fucking coins? Like we should. I think like, you know, if we had waited like January, February, and one thing I also said too, why don't we just do it a couple earlier? And I honestly would have been a smarter move to doing like 2 months earlier, like have it done in October, but maybe like tech wise and shit like that. And you know, like I don't know what they were cooking in the background, but I gave my opinion on that, and you know, and a lot of stuff I said came to pass. But take me down for 1 second. God damn, that fucking super chat's so much shit. But okay, let's see. Sui, I mean, it has possible. I mean, the thing is, once it breaks out, I mean, like, once you break an all-time high, really an all-time high, there's like, it could just ascend basically. So $7 to like $10 is kind of the range there and stuff. But like, I think like a lot of profit takes probably gonna happen in October, probably, if I'm being completely honest, from what I see right now. But yeah, and then probably rebuying back in November or December, whatever the week month is, and then just holding out and see, and we'll keep going and stuff. Fart, fuck, I haven't seen where Fart's at actually. Fart's a real hype meme coin and stuff like that. I mean, Fart coin, god damn it.
I know.
Fuck. I mean, this is great. The lower the better. I mean, this thing peaked out here about $2. It's 73 cents right now. The lower it goes, the better. Very, you know, 1 billion, very classic 1 billion, you know, fart coin. This coin just pisses boomers off and Xers and stuff and like older millennials. And people like that. So it attracts kind of like retard capital. And sort of like smart capital betting on retard capital effectively. which is like, I can't believe Fartcoin's now worth more than, General Electric. I don't know. I'm just joking around. But GE or whatever or whatever company they want to say, right? Can you believe this? Fartcoin's worth more than Dodge, than Stellantis, or worth more than GE or whatever, whatever the fuck they'll say. This is fucking ridiculous. We're in a bull run. Fartcoin higher. It'll climb higher. So why is this calm down? Because we're not in a fucking we're not in a soul. It's still pretty large. This is actually a pretty large market cap coin for Solana. It is $700 million. The average coin we talk about, even a nobody's it's doing unbelievably incredibly well right now, right? And it is $71 million, which is 1/10 of the market cap and this coin is really big, and this is doing really well. So that's is literally a 10x more powerful and better, and that's after it's come down quite a lot. So this is a coin that I'm watching. You can pepper a DCA in there, but it getting back to $2 is pretty nice. But this will take a Solana running to 280. I think it goes above maybe $1.50, and we'd have to get back to 300 and sustain 300 for this to go $2 and higher and be it's fart season. You guys cannot be putting generational wealth into fart token. This is a token about shitting your pants.
Watch me.
This is the market you're in. Sorry. What was the last token? That's it. Thank God. Jesus Christ. I love what I do. I really do. Dude, okay, so Jose Baden Court, 50 points in September. That would be it's very unlikely if I'm being honest, but that'd be incredible. If you look at the rate, if you look at what's happened to the treasuries coming down, it kind of looks like it, they're planning on 50 basis points, but they could be just shaving early for the 25 and 25. But if it is a 50, very good. The more the better, but let's just say it's 50 and a 25, that's 75 basis points. That's not enough to the realist, what's going to happen is that if it does have any effect, it's going to cause more supply or more houses to come online. And then more people are going to be oh my God, the houses are crashing right now. I need to sell now so it's going to be sort of a slump. So 26 or 27 is probably the bottom of the real estate market, in my opinion, from what I see right now. You got cash on hand, and that coincides a lot with cashing out in crypto for decent price. You might be able to, if you guys do this right, you might get the down payment for a house at a really good price, and the rate being 4%. That's not bad for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Don't do any other shit. In Australia or some other places, you guys have retarded real estate markets. I'm sorry, but arms and shit. I don't like that, but at least the longest best arm you got, or 15 year or 50. There's some places where it's 10 years, or 15, but the 30s, 100 and 200 people watching. Hit the like button, motherfuckers. Thoughts on the device for Pulse? At least something's happening. It's good. I thought the device was going to be a tiny bit different, but hey, it's going to have an effect. Most of it's going to be I can't believe these Pulse chain people are doing this. This is fucking insane. And then, but I think it's, better than being forgotten. Look at XRP. Everyone hates XRP, but yeah. Anyone throwing a moonbag at the new SafeMoon or Solana? No. But if you want to take a spec, this is the top thing I'm talking about, where you could throw some you might be it's low market cap enough, but it can pump. It can pump to a couple million. You get into it. I don't know what market cap it is. It's probably a few million now, but it's going to lose eventually. I have so much. I remember reviewing a coin where the founders were talking about we're so advanced in our tech and stuff, and our tech we use to create SafeMoon. Oh, dog. You hey, my coin, my tech was used to make a bunch of stamp tokens. I wouldn't say that. I say my tech's very innovative. It's been used by multi-billion-dollar projects. Stay a little vague about the project. Well, see, they're $50 billion of TVL today, or not even TVL, market cap, and which oh fuck. All right, but yeah. Anyway, keep going, Kyle.
All right, we got Jose Benecourt saying, "Greetings, Miguel. Currently have a portfolio of 2K Crow, 3K Sonic. Where do you see that potentially getting with current prices?
Well,
we already talked about
Crow. We already
Crow.
talked about Crow and yeah, but like it's gonna go higher and stuff like that. I mean, well, current what is it? 30 cents right now? No, 26 cents.
Yeah, 26.7.
It's a good chance it's gonna be 60 to 75 cents by the end of the year. You know, that's I'm trying to be conservative, not crazy. I would love $1,
2.5 to 3x.
But
right?
it's really gonna be a really Crow's gonna be its move is gonna be kind of fourth and first quarter of next year moves and stuff like that. But it's gonna do pretty well. I mean, like if you have 2,000 Crow, I'd imagine, you know, you're gonna be like, or if it's let's just say it's $2,000 in Crow as an example, then you know you're gonna be up like 4K in profits to like 3K in profits, so like possibly as high as like 7-8K if at the
Yeah.
you know, if you take some profits there and stuff like that. With Sonic, I do expect it to start moving, especially closer to the fourth quarter. The NASDAQ stuff is pretty legit. They've allocated about basically what's happening is that the team split up a tiny bit. Like Andre's going to focus mostly on Flying Tulip. That brings capital onto Sonic. They're going to launch it on Sonic first, and then they're going to go multi-chain. You know, a guy who's been around a while, knows a little bit about like these people and stuff like that. I would recommend that they focus on Solana, where there's really not much competition. They can like then they could essentially make more of a salon, like more of a they could have a whole thing there, and they can make a bridge on there so to track. They could take imagine if they expanded the bridge to start taking Solana assets, or you could have a stake Solana on whatever, but a way for money to bring money from Tulip that's on Solana over to Sonic, just make it easier. I think this is going to net. I mean, I think with the launch of Tulip, eventually the TVL on Sonic is going to go back up to another $1 billion at least when it's all said and done. Take it from like half. I mean, basically, probably take us to $1 billion to like 1.5 billion in TVL when the Tulips launched. And then from there, once it's gained a really good foothold on Solana and people know what it is, because like that's the most hypest chain out here, and most normies and TradFi and stuff will know about it. Then you move to base protocol just to fuck Coinbase. But and then one of the reasons Andre's probably going multi-chain, it hasn't been 100% confirmed, but it's very likely, at least from the founders I've talked to, they're kind of like, yeah, it's probably going to happen. It's so they won't just copy the tech, and they're like he's actually going to use it and monetize and make money off of it and do everything that like actually run it as a token and actually make money on it, basically. So that way the code base can't be stolen and used, and it can be shown that it's like, yeah, we're fucking hyperliquid in the ass, effectively. You know, better hyperliquid, which is you know, it's doing very well right now.
Yeah,
which will probably help. Maybe it'll slump. Maybe it'll start slumping hyperliquid a little bit, or at least be like a mate there and stuff, which is pretty cool. Now the other side, like Michael Kong is going to take over as kind of like main CEO of the U.S. operations. Yep. They're going to base themselves out of New York. They passed a whole vote basically where they're going to use $50 million worth of Sonic tokens effectively as their cushion to start, you know, essentially ingratiating themselves in the U.S. market, and a larger $100 million that's going to be used to essentially list Sonic on the NASDAQ and start having, and this NASDAQ listing is going to be more of a VC hold. So it's going to be like a 3-year hold. So people were buying, they're going to, I think they might buy it at a discount, the Sonic tokens, but it's going to be a 3-year lock. So these tokens wouldn't fully unlock until 2028 when the cycle's over and we're in another cycle. So good things, I think. You know, so this is a good thing. So what does that mean? They're stepping heavily into the United States because where's all the sauce? It's a US led cycle, you guys. You know. Why mischief or whatever, miss something? So like last stream you said you're super convinced by going to 26. Why is that? Effectively, like most of the ETFs have not come out yet. They're all leaning towards fourth quarter into first quarters. That's already kind of leaning us that way, and it's very likely the kind of the top, at least from what I see, is going to be probably the IPOing of all the companies. So we have very large companies that are going to IPO. We have essentially there's 4 horsemen in the United States of exchanges that is IPO'd, which is Coinbase, market leader, right, in the stateside. We're going to have Gemini, Crypto.com, and Kraken go public, right? Why do you think Gemini is over here giving you the huge cashback offerings? Because they're trying to build a giant credit card division. So when the bear market happens, they have some growth factors and they have some place here. Like it's basically just diversify the company and have more profit essentially. So they're probably breaking even on the credit cards. in order to grow a huge list, because we know people who use a lot of credit cards eventually they're gonna fuck up somewhere.
Wait, we put that the Dan DeVito one.
Oh, where is it?
Second page.
Is it this one?
No.
Oh.
College. I didn't go to college.
Oh.
There's a sucker born every minute. We're gonna take him for all he got.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a sucker born every minute. We're gonna take him for all he got.
Beautiful. But I made profit, but fuck, I'm holding 2 years. Dog, I've been here almost 9.
Ooh.
Let me tell you what happens in 9 years. $500 Bitcoin, $8 Ethereum. I think I remember 50-cent Litecoin. Yeah, go ahead.
It was a bad year because look, I'm only 14. Look what it did to me.
14 years old?
Yeah, 14 years old. And look what I look like. For crying out.
Now, Fung, he said, do you think the credit cards will still work? Yeah, they'll still work, but I think in the bear market, they're going to cut down a little bit. Like, I think on some of them, they're offering 5%, depending. Like, there's kind of like travel business cards versus like shopping / like dinners, like gas cards and everything like that. But I think overall, I think the Gemini cards are offering like 3% on average. And then there's like some bonus stuff on there, which is pretty nice. I think they can maintain. I think they're going to go eventually to like 2.5 anything, or like the average credit card eventually goes to like 2% points and stuff. That's what it goes to. But I think they'll maintain it for a while and stuff, especially like maybe they made enough money in the bull market that they have cash on hand. They're just going to continue to grow that credit card sector out. And, you know, if you're already using it, if you're already using a credit card and you're doing that, you might as well collect. I mean, if things have crashed and you that the points convert, also all the money the 2% of 5% that you earn as cash back gets given to you in Ethereum or Bitcoin. That's a fucking W in my book.
Fuck yeah.
Y'all do sorts of gamble? Yeah, I gamble. I gambled last night. Yeah, not all the time though. I'm really like, I'm probably like almost I'm like Kyle, we probably say I'm probably gambling maybe once every 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, basically. But nothing too crazy. But it's fun. But yeah. Next super checkout.
All right, we got Mike Tyson with $9.99 saying, I always seem to miss the bottom on my big buys, PulseX especially. Should I buy it now or wait to see if it dips around, what is it?
Let's look.
15% of the penny? I mean, 15,000 of the penny?
It sounds like a fucking airplane outside. Like
Right,
a fucking
dude, I
prop
know,
plane.
there's so many planes.
That's crazy, dude. Oh, so this is why everyone's crying. Up here, I was like, yeah, bitches. Every billion I got's worth $45,000. $28,000. Richard, do something. No wonder, dude. Oh my god. This is the fear and greed index.
College. I didn't go to college. I don't know anybody who did.
Oh shit, dude. All right. Now, I mean, this is actually a pretty average look. So obviously it's a moderate. This is a good price. Basically, DCA here, you're fine, dude. It's a good price. Now you're talking about right here. It is, I mean, it has done it like let's see, fuck. 1, 2, 3 times the charm. It's possible it can, but here's the thing. So you do your regular DCA, you save some capital, and then when it goes down there too. But here's the thing: when the price gets that low, people stop paying attention, right? Like when I talk about PDI as an example, like I do check on the PDI price here and there, right? I just wait until no one's talking about it. It's dead, it's all over. I throw I throw some shekels, and then when nobody shuts it, when nobody can stop shutting the fuck about it after it goes like this, I dump it and I just make more PulseX. That's just a fun hobby of mine. An extraction, you will.
A money-making habit.
A money-making venture. Yes. But yeah, there's your question, Kyle. There you go.
All right, we got Bankai Guy with the $1.99. What's up, man?
Bankai. Thank you, brother.
Then we got Ricky Romero with the $1.99 saying, can virtual protocol hit $10 this year?
Boy. I'm fucking with you. I've always thought about using that one, Kyle. Boy. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know why that cracks me up so much, dude. When I tell you guys I love what I do, I truly do. Oh, man. All right. Virtuals, $10. What is that? 8 billion market cap, I think. Possible, but it's been as high as $5. Now, this is very tied to AI, right? Because Ethereum, when this is going buck wild and stuff, Ethereum wasn't doing that crazy, really. So the thing is this is a bonus to it. If Ethereum starts doing really well and the bull market starts going crazy, it will just lazily start going up. But this is attached very much to the AI sector. Right now, AI is kind of like, it keeps people saying it's popping, but it's like, look, you know, the AI sector is hot right now. Is why. Let me tell you a story in New York. Okay. So New York's on a generational run right now. Okay, let's start off with shitty. Let's just start the story with Sean Combs, Diddy. Okay. He beats the case. The diddler's out. He's basically not in trouble. He's in the streets doing debauchery again. Have you ever seen the video of him as the Joker? God damn, dog. That was incredible. He could have played him. That's how crazy. I was like, damn, dude. But the diddler, he's out. Light slap on the wrist, but he's going to be out. And then if he does any time, it's going to be like, it's fucking nothing. So, like, New York rappers won. 2, a little bit later. French Montana is engaged to the Princess of Dubai. What? Mac and cheese? 3? Huh? Okay. All right. Dream Chasers. Meek Mills. You're getting bodied by a singing dude. Meek Mills gets funding for an AI company. Gets valued for $100 million. 2 days later, gets bought out for $1 billion. Meek Mills, AI, $100 million valuation off the rip. 2 days later, gets bought by Google for about $1 billion. You tell me we're not in a bubble. Maybe he really did make a cool AI or something like that, but I kind of doubt it. But like Dream Chasers. So, $1 billion exit, Meek Mills for AI. French Montana is literally going to become a prince, essentially, marrying the Princess of Dubai. The only thing Joey cracks like, hope you don't fuck up, dog. Diddy on a multi-generational run of doing debauchery and should have been in jail forever. Free in the streets. It's New York season right now. Damn, dog. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make it up. Insane. But can virtual product? I mean, we'd have to go on a crypto AI run. It's gonna like the year the rate cuts would have to increase this in price, and then basically a sustained a high Ethereum price. I would hope like $6,000 or $8,000, and then the AI run starts up again. You know, Render started doing good. Fed will finally run, and because the thing about virtual is why like people like it so much is essentially a store to buy bots effectively, and at least it has some sort of like market structure to actually sell things effectively. So it has like pretty good use case. So virtuals could do very well. So it's possible, but you know, I would hope, because it's kind of shot up so much. It's kind of this whole thing where like we'd be lucky if we try to see $3 on it, basically. But yeah, she already divorced her last husband on Instagram. Yeah, have you seen pictures of her when she's like non-makeup or not filtered? Man, it's like, but like, I mean, I'm happy for the guy and shit if he's happy with it and stuff and everything like that. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Do I think PulseX will outperform Pulse Chain short term? Yes, I do. Both short and long term. You just look at the lows to high to like how much percentage you were like. Pulsex has been a better investment if you would DC it at the lows and looked at what it's done. It moves when it does move. It moves way faster. The buy and burn is very powerful. I mean, the buy and burn is so good that it's been copied by the World Liberty Fi token. So it's doing something. Let's see here. What do we got? But let me see if I can find this here. See if I can show you guys a little something. While you guys wait while I look up something, I'll play you a little something here.
Imagine selling now. Honestly, man. Fucking imagine it. Looking at your fucking kids in the eyes and being like, you know what? I'm real sorry, my youths. Daddy fucking went and got a sex change. You know what I mean? No more big dick. Daddy got a fat pussy now, okay? You're a fucking weakling. Fuck that, man. I can't look my children in the eyes knowing that daddy fucking sold on dumps. On fucking dumps, man. You fucking idiots. Who the fuck is selling? I don't know anyone selling. My team ain't selling. I know bag hunters ain't fucking selling. Gem hunters ain't selling. So who the fuck is selling? Michael Saylor buying. Grayscale buying. Elon Musk on the Tesla cash flow fund is buying. So who the fuck is selling? I tell you who's selling. Little weak-hand pussios that didn't even fucking want to be in this game anyway. Didn't understand it. I'm in it for the tech. Fuck off, mate.
How they legends, they doing podcasts. They said, we make more money than you, nigga. We sit here and make more money than you. I know you don't want to play the Cash App, open your bank account game on the phone when we see each other. I know you don't want to open your phones up and see how much niggas got in the account. You made $2 million.
I know you don't want no ATM battle, nigga.
Yeah, nigga don't want to, nigga, we make more money than you, nigga. You talking about, they podcast. Nigga, because we getting chicken. We make more money than you. You better come, you want a job? We might got a job for you, nigga. Yo, Nick, did we throw you a 25,000 bonus for nothing the other day? Throw it on Nick.
Just for nothing.
Throw it on Nick in the control room. In the control room.
Anytime you have a question about anything in your life, Trendblown is the answer. You know, am I going to go on a cut? Trendblown. Am I going to go on a blast? Trendblown. Did I start a new job? Trendblown. Am I getting married? Trendblown. Am I getting divorced? Trendblown. Is my wife going into labor? Trendblown. Do I need to stay up all night and take care of my kid because my wife had a C-section? Trendblown. My dog died. Trendblown. What happened? I bought a new car. I'm nervous over the payment. Trendblown. I'm thinking about buying a new car. I don't know which car to buy. I'm concerned that the salesman might try to hustle me. Trendblown. Basically, any situation in life that you could possibly conceive of, Trendblown is the answer. So what did I turn to in my deepest, darkest days? Trendblown. That's what I did. I turned to Trendblown. When I was not being able to get more than 7 hours of sleep, when I was showing up to work a half-dead zombie, when I was coming home at night feeling cracked out and miserable and tired and not wanting to interact with my children and not wanting to do anything with my wife and just wanting to go to bed immediately after dinner, what did I do to resurrect myself from the coffin, from the grave? How did I rise again? Trendblown is the answer. Trendblown will bring you back from anything.
And we're back. So I'm gonna pull up my screen real quick, or pull it up, Kyle, when you have a chance. So back on this whole XRP debacle right here. This is from Coin Bureau. Swift CIO, basically, banks won't trust Ripple, and this is kind of what I've been talking about for a long time, like in terms of like the kind of game theory about like foreign countries. Is that they'd rather either at the very least like run it on Ethereum where it's at least roughly an even playing field where they can't really shut it off or it's going to make it hard to stop their transactions, or they just make their own L2 that runs on Ethereum anyway and they have complete control over their L2. This is why, like, if you look at what Tom Lee said or a bunch of these other people saying, like most stable coins are like 60% of stable coins are being built on Ethereum, and like the number's higher if you include like L2s. So like a majority of the stable coins or all these transactions are happening on Ethereum. And they don't really trust, Swift itself is essentially saying they don't really trust, Ripple. And most countries aren't going to, basically. Like, institutions don't want to live on a competitor's rails. Exactly. They want to rather own their own shit and just, like, basically it's like the World Wide Web, and that, but like, I'm going to use Ripple Web. Fuck that. I'm just going to use the regular web, and then no one's going to be able, that's why Ethereum's so important, is because like, like with all the nodes and stuff like that, it can't really be shut down by a foreign government effectively.
Yeah.
Now, coercion over time, I think shit can happen, but not yet. Trend. That's right. Now, if we look over here, right, essentially, he's saying that many XRP influencers misled people. There's not a single chain like XRP replacing Swift or the banking system. And you want to know something that's really funny? So XRP was having a lot of problems with getting in the United States, especially 2 years ago and a year ago, right? Before Trump got elected. And we know for a fact, Swift went to basically some enemies and some competitors, essentially, to the United States. Well, as Swift won't let us in and stuff, we'll create our own version of Swift for China, Japan, essentially kind of an Asia only sort of like Swift system. I'm pretty sure they didn't like that. And I'm pretty sure Swift knows, like, Swift is also trying to stay relevant as well. So they know that like XRP just went around them and stuff because like to piss them off and stuff. So like Swift's out to get them too. So, I received a lot of feedback on X, LinkedIn lately. Let's just say many of the DeFi community are passionate, but often miss some very fundamental things about how finance actually works and what's required to use public blockchains like Ethereum at scale. Some of my DMs even start with lines like that. This is one opinion that will be helpful if you share the views without insults and sarcasm. Okay. They don't add much to the conversation, but you come across as uninformed and childish. Yes. I really get sent this times. Hey, dog, you really seem kind of stupid, dog. Here's a serious point. Neutrality in finance isn't about how many nodes you run or whether the code base is open source. It's about governance and legal enforceability and ensuring that no single participant can tilt the outcomes in their favor. Been saying this forever, dogs. Governments don't want other governments to shut down their shit. And businesses don't want their competitors to stop their shit as well. This is why most companies, a lot of companies, either they're going to run directly on Ethereum or they're going to run it on L2s, or at craziness, they're going to have basically an EVM compatible L1. That's what it is. That is all. Now, 1 second, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle. There's a really good post right here by John. You have 5 years left to accumulate hard assets and diversified multinational inflation-proof cash flow. Otherwise, all your descendants will be permanently a part of the underclass. This is why we created the Citadel, the crypto mindset courses. We know, I don't know if it's a great reset or something like that, but I have gotten the feeling for a long time that effectively, if you don't make your golden cage, you're going to end up having a shitty rusted out cage, a very bad life, no options. I mean, even someone like Andrew Tate sort of been feeling this very recently. Actually, he made a video about him saying when you cause so much problems within the there's a very famous thing with, I think his name Cypher was a guy basically in the movie where he's like, he betrays humanity and he's like, I want you to put me back. I want you to make me an opera singer and stuff. He's like, after all these years, I know this steak isn't real, but it tastes so good. Right. So this whole thing where in a way where he's like, I was a prompt to the Matrix and stuff. So what they did is they made me rich, or they allowed me to get rich. They allowed some of us to get rich to basically stop us from fucking causing a rebellion. It's sort of the same. There's this example that happened in some African villages where basically you had to pay a certain amount of money to get married or basically have access to women and have sex effectively. And eventually some strong males would come up and it would cause problems and so basically you had all the old dudes and the chiefs fucking all the chicks. And then here comes the young bucks and he's like, oh, these dudes are gonna do a rebellion and crashes, and then magically oh no, look, the price of marriage crashed to nothing. And then he would allow all the alphas and all the fucking the guys were maybe be a problem to get married, and then the rest of the dudes are just fucking not have wives and shit, and then basically that would stop them from getting overthrown. That there is some truth. There is some truth to that, actually. That, you know, the high test people, the people out here, the most driven and shit, you know, the Matrix in a way, whether you want to believe it or not, is like you can get rich, you will be rich, but in a way, but it's also you're still playing within its own like kind of rules and stuff. It's kind of fucked up thing. Like one thing I was saying on the stream that I did with $24 the other day was that, you know, one thing that they're trying to do to pass, you know, have this done before 2050 is basically make either ban traveling outright in terms of not by, you know, by flying basically, and making it difficult to leave by car. And if not, just make it very expensive, prohibitive through just cost.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that doesn't happen. Well, you know, I was joking around with Charlie saying like you can get the media license to travel, but you have to have 100K subscribers on YouTube or 1 million subscribers on YouTube to have the license. And then, you know, if you have a channel, like you have a channel that's big enough and shit, you're like, oh, cool, you know, I can travel and stuff. But then like and then here's the crazy shit. Most people will, it's a boiling pot in a way where like most people, like, I bet you that's going to be the system is like, you can only travel if you have, I don't know, 300,000 or 1 million subscribers on Instagram or like, you know, like whatever the fuck it is, right? Or like 100,000 on YouTube and stuff, right? And you too could travel, but you have to work. You have to work at it and stuff like I don't. It's gonna be the new college degree or whatever the fuck it's gonna be to get this. But that's where it's gonna go because, especially as AI starts taking over and it gets hard. A lot of people like there's gonna be a point in time where like I'd say like a 10-year pain period for the United States and the rest of the world where the worker and the normal person, even a lot of rich people and a lot of business owners are going to start losing, and certain ones are just going to start just gobbling a ton of the essentially the wealth up because of the productivity gains are going to happen, and some people are just not going. I mean, I don't want to say worthless, but you're not going to have any skills that are going to be needed or are being done by essentially AI. There's going to be a huge fucking problem. So what's going to happen is what's going to take over, because at the end of the day, the most important thing is human attention at the end of the day. So what's going to happen is that these social media games are going to become it's going to be one of the few ways people can actually ascend. So it's kind of like that Black Mirror episode where like they're trying to get famous.
They're all influencers trying to get famous, to get likes. I mean, it's the same shit.
And then at the same, so it's like this. You remember the black guy? He has a knife. He's going to kill himself. He's going to do the revolution and shit. And then he starts living a cushy life and stuff. And then he's like, well, I'm going to kill myself. Or maybe next time. You know? And then it becomes this whole thing where like, you know, they placated him.
Yeah.
Instead of causing this revolution and doing all this stuff, it's like, I mean, hey, you passed. You ascend now. Now you live in cushy. You got to have girlfriends. You got to have
What happened to Spain during the colonization of America, right? They had all this money. They just kicked out the Moors. And then
kicked out the Moors.
Well, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But like, all right, we have all these soldiers we have to pay, and we don't want to give up land.
Right.
Let's just send them out to America.
Right. Take my screen down, Cap.
Yeah.
But yeah, see what the comments are saying. Swift trying to stay in business. Exactly. They did some of those things with samurai and feudalism. Yeah, but you got to throw some people a bone. Yeah, that's. I mean, at the end, the system will throw people out of bone. But here's the fucked up shit. People are starting to get look about the Jew shit or whatever, or like why do people get so mad at something called like you're a plant, right? Especially in rap. Like in rap, is like there's more like black people plants, like or like, you know, these rapper plants and stuff like that. But effectively, it's sort of like instead of being organically famous people, right? It's like, oh, these people were put in position, but that's never going to go away. You have business influence. That there's sort of a ratio, like I don't want to call it the golden ratio, but kind of like a ratio where people accept a certain amount of like these people are pushed, but like they get famous and at least they're funny. All right, fuck it, you're cool, or we'll keep you. It's either 20 to about, I would say like if 20 to like 30% of the famous people are like plants in a way, people are willing to accept it. But what's happening is that like we got into a point now where like a lot of social media plants or something like that, it's like it is literally like 50 or 60 or 70% are plants, or just put like they have a Disney contract or development deal thing in the background secretly. Here's the one that pisses people off. Is like, all right, if they're going to be plants, can at least be a plant of my own race. And then this is where like a lot of some of the Jewish hate starting to come up a little bit, is that like every fucking famous person just magically happens to be Jewish and shit, when it's like the small so where's all the white representation, the black representation, the Latino representation, you know, the Asian, whatever the fuck, you know, everyone's saying, right? And that's what's kind of biting them in the ass a little bit, the Israeli. it's like, dog, they're all fucking Jew, you know. And that's where the line is, where like people really care about, because if people are going to have trouble making money, then the only way for them to make money is going to be basically to get famous or have views and likes. And if you're not allowing me to get famous on an equal footing, like not opportunity, not equal outcome, but equal opportunity to have outcome, to get a certain potential. That's what PP and that like pissing people off right now, and it's going to become a huge problem. And it's already starting to become. That's actually why some of this racism shit's starting to pop up, of course. Yeah, pretty crazy. But hey, that's the world we're in right now. You know, get this. I mean, like I actually believe we're going into housing dip. It's happening right now, right? It's not gonna last forever, personally, because like you have a lot of millennials that need housing, and the people have to be born now. Like, dude, I've been going to Target and shit. I've been going to, you know, all these stores and shit. God damn, there's some babies. I think there's, you know, people. I mean, like people my age are having their kids because like it's fucking now or never.
Yeah.
On the girl side, it's now or never. And you guys like are here, like the fucking 200 you guys are watching right now, right? You guys are here right now, listening, pay attention. You got to build the social media site up, whether you like it or not. You don't have to show your face, but build something up.
Mm-hmm.
Get your money up. Get the crypto. You know the money's going digital, so it's going to have a crypto side. So you hold Bitcoin and Ethereum long term and some other crypto assets, you're going to be rich over time. These assets go up. The money only has so many places to go. It has to go into these assets. Like the main thing is like millennials are leaning heavy into this. There's going to be the biggest generation. We're heading into like the fucking peak earning years, and we're going to control the economy in terms of purchasing power and stuff by 2028, 2029.
Ooh.
And we're going to run it until fucking the mid 40s. On top of that,
then it's my turn.
A little bit.
For 5 years.
Because right now the extras are kind of in control right now, but they're aging out, but they're a smaller population. It's like, but you guys will have your everyone has their time. Every generation has their time in the sun, basically. You know, so you can't have Asian representation in America because many types of Asians don't like each other throughout history. Just being honest. Sure.
I've heard a lot about that.
Sure. Make a North Korean famous. Fuck everybody.
North or south?
North. Do you trust your other millennials to run the country? I mean, there's no choice. That's what it is. I mean, I'm gonna do my part. I have to get rich as fuck. I mean, really. I mean, basically, I have to get fucking stupid wealthy.
Dick throwing around money.
Yeah.
Man.
At the very least, be governor or do something like that, or run for some office at some point. I think a lot of millennials are pretty base and stuff, and I am confident for the Zoomers over time. But like they're under huge economic, like just like we were, like the reason that the millennials don't have much of like Zoomer with the Zoomers and shit is because like we went through it already.
The same shit.
We went through the same shit. No, the thing is, you guys are just. I mean, the thing is you guys are. I mean, you guys are behind the 8 ball. It's just it was more of like the smartphone. There was no crypto really. There wasn't, and now there is, and you guys don't have the income to buy it. Well, it's cheap. For the most part and stuff. And two, there's this huge thing where most of you guys aren't like, not Kyle.
Yeah, thankfully I'm not retarded.
Thankfully I'm not retarded. You know, but like a lot of millennials are not. I mean, I'm sorry, a lot of Zoomers are not fucking. And like, what is happening? The peak millennial dudes are fucking all the Zoomer chicks.
Yep.
What's happening right now? You know, like
Zoomer chicks in clubs.
Like if I were to get a new chick, right? And let's just say I started dating some 22-year-old honey and shit. She's a Zoomer. An older Zoomer chick, but she's a Zoomer chick.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Shit, I'm 23 right now, and I'm 02.
Let's say I turn 10 years from now, 45. That means like I'm banging like more like middle to younger Zoomer chicks at that point. If I get like a 25-year-old girlfriend like Rampage, he's like, I can't keep up with these bitches, bro. Rampage killed me that shit. He's like, bro, I got myself a 25-year-old girlfriend, bro. She's fucking me so much, I can't cheat.
I can't
cheat. I don't got the energy to cheat anymore. This bitch is fucking crazy, dog. We're fucking all the time. I can't take it, bro. Like, I can't take it. Can I just get a girl that just fucks me once? Oh my god, dude. And they're under a lot. And the two, like most of them, like Kyle. Okay, look up the Zoomer age. Like, when does it end? Like, what's the younger Zoomers right now? Or like, look at the Zoomer ages. Generation Z.
1997 to 2012.
Okay, 2012. So the youngest one's about 13. 13?
Yeah, 13.
13 years old.
13's the
Okay, 13
youngest.
and the oldest right now is what's 97? 97's like
And then alphas from technically 2010s, or if we're gonna go from 2012 to 2024.
My son is the youngest of alpha.
Yeah.
Ain't no beta, bitch. But like honestly, I think like, dude, as someone in the chat came up with this and shit, this is absolutely true. We should name it Generation Bravo. Dude, hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Yeah. But I'm the oldest Zoomer. How old are you? If I could ask.
That's what, 5 years older than me? So
Is it 30? Is it 30 already?
That's 27.
27?
He'd be
Is
27.
it really 27?
Yeah. He's
Josh Hamilton. How old are you? Look at me. I'm looking at you.
28.
28. Okay. Ooh.
The money number,
I'm
baby.
sorry, dog. My bad.
My bad.
We're banging all your bitches. No, but like seriously, that's what's happening. Like it's like okay, so the oldest Zoomer is 28 years old. Okay, and the youngest is 13.
28 to 13,
Zibbity.
man.
Zibbity. Shibbity.
God damn.
I think that shit's retarded. But the
It's not
Huz,
even-
I approve of the Huz.
The Huz.
The Huz. And I love that they came from the Sasquatch meme videos.
Miguel, in
I
front of the
love
Huz,
how that
though.
came from that. That's so funny, dude. I was so on top of that shit too because I was already on that meme shit. I saw like the Huz and all that stuff with the fucking Sasquatch. I love it.
You gonna fumble your bags on the Huz?
And the Huz, bro. Generational Huz fucking fumbler. But the thing is, here's the cool thing about being like here's the weird thing about being like, so I could say for like you pull up the screen, Kyle, again, like pull it up on the screen with the page.
What I brought up? Okay,
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Can
I'm
you
gonna
do
share
that?
it.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
There you go.
That's alpha, but I'll switch it right now.
Yes, yeah. Generation Alpha. So right now, Generation Alpha is the oldest. Is okay. So 28 is the oldest, and right now the youngest is 13 years old.
And then yep.
And yeah, and then Alpha is basically the oldest is 15. Yeah. No, that's wrong.
Shared yours, but there you go.
Oh, okay. Generation Alpha is approximately from 2010 to basically
2024. But that's what it says approximately.
Approximately.
That's if we're bringing down the 2 years.
The 2 years and all that shit. Yeah, I just wish they'd get this shit
Because then
right.
1997 dudes would be like, "Oh, I'm the youngest," I'm the youngest millennial, right?
Yeah. So yeah, but that's the thing about within a 2 year margin, you're kind of flip floppy. So like 97, 98,
You have the properties
or
of one,
96 and 90.
qualities
You know,
of
you can basically choose. You're kind of a transformer. You could choose to be a millennial or a Zoomer. You're basically right there. So like he has the fact of like being old enough. Like he's like 28, so he's like kind of like he's getting into like the point where like he's trying to you're trying to get to the point where you kind of starting to know your skills or getting the opportunity to get the jobs, or at least getting old enough for like you're kind of like I gotta get on my shit. So you're starting to earn some money.
Yeah.
And like in the middle of this, so he has the benefit of being an older Zoomer, that he has the ability to basically earn the money to invest in this shit. Versus the youngest one guy, bro, he's like 15 or 13 years old. Dog, what hope does he got?
Yeah,
like he's not buying. Like you see how it says 2012. That's why I was like 2013. I thought my math was wrong. Yeah. So all right, let's just say it's 2012 as an fucking example here. If it is 2012, all right. Then he's 13. What the fuck's a 13-year-old? Like we've had some people that are under 18, but they're usually 15, 16 years old.
They're a little older.
And they have some really cool parents that allow them to, and they're working, and they're also working. And
exactly.
we had some guy that literally like made their college money.
Which is fucking
dude, great.
Hell yeah.
But he's like, Miguel, I want to study underwater basketball even. But paid for though. It's paid for though. Yeah, that's my dream.
No debt.
All right.
No
I
debt.
see you, dog. I see you.
I'm like, no debt. Okay.
So I was underwater basket weaving. So I transitioned. Pause. Into welding. I see you, dog. I see. You see, the basket weaving really gave me the ability to do these fucking complex welds and shit. So I'm very ambidextrous with my fingers. All right, I see you, dog. I see you. 2012, the Mayans said we're supposed to be in the year. Yeah. Oh, damn.
I mean, look what he was saying earlier. He was like,
okay,
30,
yeah. 30 only talk to girls that are Zoomers, millennials. I don't even mess with. It's true. Like,
yeah.
It had to just be a fling or some fun shit. I'm like, oh, this bitch is fun or some shit. Like, this thing, I'm 34. You think I'm gonna be fucking dating a 34-year-old chick? Probably not gonna happen. Probably not going to happen if it's, of course, this is what happens. You're dating somebody and you got kids and shit. It is what it is. You're aging together. Of course, that's the blood seal. That's the thing. And then if you break up, blood seal's broken. You're breaking them seals.
Look, we got Josh here saying, yeah, my little bro's a younger Zoomer. I'm trying to get him into crypto, but he just doesn't got the skill/income to make a lot of money. So yeah. So,
that's what we got to. No, okay.
It's relative.
He can get this relative though.
This is relative.
Skill, yes. Income, no. You can I help Kyle and stuff like that, but Kyle got the skills, and I put him in the position to get skills and stuff. He knows how to use all this stuff. Show him how to use the walls. Show him how to do this. Help him out. He's like, if you help me collect my farms or move my stuff, or like be very careful. Obviously, don't have him fuck it up. Yeah. But like, you're watching over him, but like teach him those skills. You're gonna put him in a position. He's gonna be ahead of all his other brothers and sisters. I mean, all his other generations, sisters and shit, and all this other crap.
And learning that young too.
Yeah,
13.
Give him $100, but like what you should do for him is have him start. He might even end up being richer than you, dude. Like, I mean, I know Kyle's probably gonna be richer than me when he's my age. Now I got like what 10, 11 years on you, Kyle?
11 years.
11 years, yeah, but like somehow he looks much younger. Hey, yeah. But all jokes aside, like the same thing I'm doing for my son and stuff like that. But like, you should like try to start like $100 thing. Like, help me out and put this $100 in Bitcoin for you, Bitcoin, or maybe like $50 in Bitcoin, $50 in Ethereum. He's 13 years old. Anyone you could do $100 for him and stuff, or help him out. I know he's being a dickwit or being an asshole, but like have him help out, or he's doing a job. Like, by the time he graduates, he's going to have an okay stack. Something. It's not going to be like, oh my God, but from 13 to 18, and realistically, he doesn't really need money until he's 21. Let's be honest.
I mean, shit, the time's going to pass anyway.
And time's going to pass anyway. That is literally 8 years from like 13 to 21, right? In 8 years, the amount of the price is going up in 8 years is fucking insane. Like 8 years ago, like buying anything fucking 8 years ago, besides buying the peak of 2017, you're buying middle of 17 or early 17 or 16. Oh my God, people Ethereum was at nothing, Bitcoin was at nothing, and now that this industry is a little more a little more mature, not 100% still maturing, but we have assets that are going to be probably prolonged and stay here. Solana's probably going to be here for a long time. We'll see with Sui. Like all these other coins are more brand new, but like something like a Solana or a Ethereum or a Bitcoin, we know they're going to be here for a long time. So you can buy these over a long period of time and really grow. Like shit, you might just buy like you buy your brother like half a Solana here and there, and some Bitcoin and Ethereum. Please, for the love of fucking God, buy the Bitcoin and Ethereum always. Mr. Tops, of course. Hey, I've got this 100 saved for you right here. And also, now you started work a little part-time job. Get them to start working early to get those. Trust me, cash in their hand. They're gonna want clothes and stuff, but like you can spend 80% of the money on clothes and like pussy and shit, which is most of the money is going on. Let's yeah. But that 20% or 30%, like, dude, no one like their age is doing that at all, dude. It's 0%. Latino, very age doesn't fucking almost no one's doing it.
Fuck
anybody, and fuck race shit. It's anybody in general. So if you do that, you're gonna put your brother in a position to grow, and then he's always gonna be appreciative of you. He might help you one day, or like, or who the fuck knows? But like you're extending your bloodline. The reason you help your brothers and your sisters and stuff is because in a real like selfish gene sort of way, you're propagating your own genetics. Because if I die, I might be swimming in Kyle's ball somewhere. DCC2 somewhere in there, close 99% 0.5 right there. Come out of some descendant of Kyle. Yeah, I'm back in this chump, bitches. I'm back, bitches.
Reincarnated.
He's like, you see a picture of me like this, and then you see like a descendant of Kyle.
It's just still there. I mean,
I'm black. Yeah, dog. Yeah, so it's like, let me tell you how many. Let me tell you in crypto. Like, let me tell you the real statistic. Okay, this is legit shit. Okay, it is like 80% white and Asian investing in crypto, and it is fucking nothing Latino and black.
Yeah,
at all. So like, you already an anomaly. I'm an anomaly. Everyone here is anomalies, dog. And there's not shit on Asian or black, dude, or white, or like, we're all anomalies anyway. Like, you understand? But it's just like there's such a small percentage of us that's here right now watching, investing in DeFi, investing in anything outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum at all. That like we're already like fucking no, like we're all brothers. I see anyone in crypto, but like even an XRP guy's like, oh, what's up, dog? You need a sandwich here? You go, dog. You gotta know, dog. I mean, I've had some talks with XRP guys. He's like, well, okay, I say it on Twitter, dude, but like, I can make some money with this. All right, that's fine. That's fair. I got some cool. Every XRP guy's like, I mean, I got some BTC in this. So with that, if this has come across you at all, man, help your brothers and sisters, bro. They're pieces of shit, and sometimes they don't appreciate it, but they will appreciate you. That trust me on that. And with that, man, thank you so much for joining me, man. Join the Citadel, join the Crypto Mindset course. The Crypto Mindset course comes out on the 19th. Woo! 2 days after the rate cut. We're going to be on F&F, and we're going to be on Money Mondays.
Hell yeah.
On the 22nd. Don DeMarco, I love you guys. Help your bloodline. Be a shepherd for your brothers and sisters. I love you guys. Good night.